Good morning, strangers. Today we're back with Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare. We are playing this game that is fuck. We're playing this game that's about stuff and things, and oh my god, you've just completely destroyed my ability to think. Like I was a fully thinking, fully functional human being before you did that. I had an intro planned, and now it's gone. And yeah, someone's how? God, you guys are mean. But I was gonna say, Summer, I do understand, like, some people have a really uncomfortable feeling of entitlement where there's just a simple expectation that they have a right to your time and energy, right? And they don't, you know? I think you've recognized that, and I appreciate that you've recognized that. I'm happy that that's a thing that you've recognized. Also, can we just talk about these stairs? Just a second. Like, these stairs have a runner down the middle of them, but they also have the little metal bars. I don't like these little metal bars. I don't think they're good little metal bars. I think these metal bars that run across the width of the stairs for the carpet keeper, my personal opinion is that they reduce the overall toe space. Now, it's not that big of an issue with this because these are very wide stairs, but I think the toe space is, unideal. This was the PlayStation 2, yes. So this game was also released on the PlayStation 1 at the same time, and like I think 2 other consoles and the PC. Like, they really, like, when they decided that they were going to drop this, they were like, okay, everyone gets this game. And in reference to you wanting to help, I think the fact that you want to help is super adorable. But, yeah, like, look after yourself first, right? The phrase I think I use often enough is don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm, right? Like, you have... The reason one has to take care of themselves first, right? The reason one has to take care of themselves first is because if you don't take care of yourself first, if you're not kind to yourself, if you're not gentle with yourself, then you will run out of energy to help other people, and you will end up being cruel and mean-spirited. And also, quite frankly, people will come to expect you to endure things that are unpleasant for you to endure. That's also another consideration. And nobody deserves to be made to endure things that they're not able to regularly endure. Okay, we have a Charm of Saving. We have an engraved cube. This says Library 3D Map. You could accidentally... I do support accidentally running over her toes. Just be like, sorry, I'm disabled, crunch. I support using disabilities to your advantage. If you've got the option. Alright, let's check the radio.
Hornby?
Chase her down with the electric. What you need is like one of those cow catchers on the front. The same kind of thing that you get on trains, right? And just like absolutely run them down. Okay, so we have a 3D cube. We need to find where we put the 3D cube or the library. It's 3D library map. I don't think the library is in here. Something's in here though. Ah! Bugger! Fuck! Ah! Freaking weird ass gremlins. Okay, so we're looking for a library. Where would you put a library? Because I don't think I've seen a library yet. I've seen rooms which have books in them, but I've not seen a library. Where is... Oh god, they can come upstairs. Oh fuck. Fuck. Run away. Run away. Also, the fact that you call it the electric chair is kind of adorable, because now I've got the image of you chasing her down with... Like, when you say electric chair, I'm thinking, like, you've got, like, an execution chair. You know, an old school, like, 1900s execution chair. And you're just, like, it's on a wheelbarrow, and you're just running her down with it. Like, get in the chair, get in the chair! Which is, you know, hilarious. Okay, left trigger brings up the map. So, where would I put a library? This room over here, I think, had a whole bunch of books. And a wardrobe in it. So maybe that would be the library? In which case, we just need to end up on the other side of here. I don't know for certain, though. I'm going to be honest. I'm not really sure where I need to be going. That makes sense, right? Like, different tools for different jobs. So, when it comes to your stick, have you considered, like... Get off me! Have you considered... Oh! Now, how'd you get the double grab? Oh, this is terrible. They are just snacking on me. They both got 2 grabs. That is cruelty. That is unusual amounts of cruelty. But yes, when we're talking about a stick, right? Have you considered carrying a pike? Okay, this is the wrong route. Now, I know what you're thinking, right? Like, the pike seems kind of intense. However, if you have a pike, you could just stab a bastard if they're being a bastard. Oh, wait, no, aren't you like... No, like the military weapon that you use for stabbing people. It's normally about 6 to 12 foot in length. Pike, best starter weapon. I remember you being, I think it was into halberds. I gotta remember that, like, the halberd was kind of a thing that you were up for. Yes, that was it. Okay, yeah, so just get a halberd. Like, walk around with a halberd, no one will fuck with you. Okay, we're dinged up. I've taken the map the wrong way. Okay, we've managed to run into this room. We wanted to run into this room. So I want to go out this door. Out here and left. This map is shockingly difficult to navigate. Okay, just break my way around here. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong direction. Shit. So, a halibut is a fish. A halberd is a type of poleaxe. Oh, I just found the library. I've never gone into this room before. Okay, sure. Why not? It's a box of grenades! What? I've also wanted a sword stick. I guess that goes with the grenade launcher, that makes sense. But yeah, I've also wanted a sword stick. The only issue I have with a sword stick is that they are monumentally illegal in the UK. Like, they are so fantastically illegal. They're one of the most illegal weapons that you can own in the UK. They're possibly more illegal than some guns. Because one of the interesting things about guns in the UK is that if a gun is old enough, you don't actually need a license for it because it's considered like a curio. By comparison, a sword stick or sword cane is always considered both a lethal weapon and like there's a specific function of law which makes it that it's always considered to be carried with malice. And that sounds a little bit weird, but it's terrifying because it means you're always assumed to be carrying it to kill someone. So it's like you get a tacked on offense of like, hey, if you're carrying this, you're a murderer. Well, you could, for example, in a library, keep air samples. In the US, there is an air sample library where all they do is they just keep bottles of air. And actually, it's a really cool, nerdy fact that the air sample library accepts donations. And the donations that they accept are like divers tanks. So like what'll happen is a diver will fill an air bottle, right? And then like they'll fill an air bottle with air because they use an air compressor, and they'll be like, okay, the bottle is filled, it's got natural air in it. And then they'll just at some point quit diving. And that tank will remain full of air, and that air might be like 20, 30 years old. And that's really useful because you can compare and contrast that air with today's air to make comparisons. And so they accept donations of old divers' air tanks because that is scientifically useful information stored in a capsule that they can use to compare and contrast for air quality today. Right? Like, that's super nerdy and cool. They literally have an air quality library, and they make their own like samples each month or whatever, right? Like they have their own collection of like isolated samples, but they also have essentially like free range samples from various locales that they might not have otherwise tested, you know, just on the back burner because of people donating old air tanks. I figured you would enjoy that nerdy fact. But it's okay. It's okay that we're talking about swordfish. We are talking about basically just weapons in the form of fish. Like the sturgeon, which is a doctor who isn't a weapon.
Ludlow. Ludlow, what the fuck are you doing? Ludlow. I mean, welcome in, Ludlow, but what are you doing?
Welcome in, Raiders! We are playing Alone in the Dark, the new Nightmare. I have no idea what's going on, but we found a library, which is a room that I didn't know how I got here. I mean, I could do you for 6 hours, Ludlow. No, I'm gonna be realistic. I probably couldn't do you for 6 hours. I've got some stamina, but I don't have 6 hours of stamina. Like, realistically, at some point, I would, like, things would be sore, it would be uncomfortable, nobody would be having fun. Like, 6 hours is it's just too long, right? It's just too long. This wasn't even a joke, I just said the word sturgeon. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, like... You'd need like a rotating couple thing at the very least, right? Like some kind of tag team organization. You could not just have someone going for 6 hours. Like, I'm gonna be real. I think realistically, if we're gonna be realistic for a moment, an hour is probably too long. Like, a solid hour is too long. Like, if you're talking like, you know, like 10 minutes, break, snuggle, go again for 10 minutes, break, snuggle, like that I could see, right? Right? But a solid just hours straight, no. It's not functional, not gonna work. No, that's not what someone needs. Like, I'm just saying, you know, you can't just, if we're talking about actual action, right? We're talking about actual action, an hour, you just can't. It's unreasonable unless you're on drugs. And that's just unpleasant. But there's lots of contextual stuff you can do to keep things, you know, interesting. That's what I'm saying. Let's read a book. I am Morton. I realize that today I have tried for so long to escape my destiny, but my willpower was probably not strong enough. My fascination for the world of darkness has vanquished me, but I choose to resist cooperation, a choice my father never had, because that demon Deserto. But I understood early on that only light can vanquish darkness. The magnesium bullets that were made in Italy have a remarkable effect on the smaller creatures, but they have proved inadequate to deal with the stronger monsters delving deep in the entrails of the night. The work of the French scientist de Broglie has greatly inspired my research. The properties of light he discovered in its undulating nature remain remarkable. It is thus possible to concentrate and amplify, to rupture its movements. One second, I'm gonna need to move my text box. I'm sorry, I never have the text box in the right place ever. Okay, there we go. To rupture its movements in phase, and thus transform it into a terrible destructive energy. The information I possess about the molecular structure of the shadows of the night is fragmentary, but my study of them has produced conclusive results about their capabilities for the absorption of light energy are limited. Photoelectric energy at certain high levels destabilizes its chemical structure. The molecules break down and the entire macrosystem implodes. If I could build a weapon able to concentrate light energy by factors of up to even 100 or even 1,000, then, if I had the technology, if there weren't limits, God, if only someone could help me. When Edenshaw defeated Deserto, that malevolent being that led our family down the path to dishonor, I knew that my Indian friend had been sent to me by the gods. As a child, I saw him complete the incantation of the circles of stone, facing the direction of the conjunction. Deserto, who knew their power, employed his magical powers to dissimulate some of the statues from the eyes of man. This day will remain engraved on my memory forever. My grandchildren were born today. God alone knows what they will make of their lives. Howard wants to get away from Shadow Island. I understand his reasons, but I fear that destiny will prove stronger than a poor father's desire. My research advances in leaps and bounds. Time is of the essence. I feel things stirring down below that, like they know the date on which destiny is nigh. Their forays into the world out of our light is becoming increasingly frequent. With every new day, the study of the creatures of darkness greets me with new surprises. It seems that they all possess the same genetic heritage. The expression, however, is unsuitable. The entities are more closely related to minerals than organic life, but I find none better. It's as though they have all been cloned from the same root matter. I agree, he does sound a bit like a wanker. I have finally managed to strengthen the resonance power of the crystal. Now only matter stands in... Only matter stands in that's what matter does. That's how matter works. One of the inexorable properties of matter is that it stands in your way. Now only matter stands in my way. I tested the first version of the photoelectric pulsar and it literally fell to pieces in my hands. I fear that I must brace myself for long months of adjustments and careful tuning. Alan continues to show remarkable intuition. His mind seems to be perfectly in tune with the creatures of the night. He even claims that they obey his commands. However, I am happy with the direction his research is taking. My strength is abandoning me. My sharp pains shoot through my body like arrows. I still have so much left to do. But now I know that Alan belongs to another world entirely. For the first time ever, he told me about his real plans. He wants to fuse the light and the dark, to restore their original unity and reunify them, so defying their separation. He could be of Alan. I think he's probably Alan of Alan Wake fame, or possibly of the Seagull fame. I think he has been waiting for the moment when I am too weak and too old to oppose him. God alone knows what he might do. For the first time in my life, last night, I prayed. But who did you pray to? Did you pray to Cthulhu? Because Cthulhu actually kind of answers his prayers sometimes. I mean, he doesn't answer them in a way that you enjoy. Oh, that was well timed. That was good. It was good. All right, time to read another book. Literally reading Rainbow. This has 49 pages. It's 49 pages. I am not reading all of this. This is legit just a fucking book. They just put a book in the game. They just straight up put a book in the game. Okay, the history of the Boston Dynasty. Legendary Fortunes of Massachusetts. I'd like to say in my defense, I'm simply doing my duty as a historian. Okay, yep, you're keeping a record of the family history. Okay, so he signed for some oil. Yeah, Morton Family Oil, Roots, USA, Sussex. They came from Whitechapel in Sussex. The small town of Whitechapel in Sussex, England. Is there a town of Whitechapel in Sussex, England? Let's... There is a town of Whitechapel in Sussex, England. It's named for a specific Whitechapel. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Ludlow. We don't need this much lore. Okay, it's impossible to recut their history. Linen merchant. Oh, he was a linen merchant. He built his first paper factory on the heights of Beacon Hill by creating the Morton Oil Company on the much. Okay, so he became real money by making the Morton Oil Company. They found discovery of an Iceman. I think this is referencing the older games of the Alone in the Dark series, because I think the Iceman was an important discovery in that. Okay, Deserto is in the background to assist his missions, sometimes in human and financial disaster. He had a Norwegian sailor, a Swedish and Norwegian sailor and mercenary. One was Judas Deserto. Judas Deserto. I think perhaps someone had someone had a thought process calling him Judas Deserto. Okay, so he was a bad guy. No idea of the terrible accident. They won the market in Venezuela. Everyone else had misfortunes, probably because of Deserto's magic. Samuel Gibson entered their service, and they were to translate tablets of the Iceman. Okay, probably related to the Abkhani. Fort overlooks the fleet. Okay, so some weird stuff happened on Shadow Island. Lots of weird stuff, and there was strange rituals during the 17th century. Exactly. Our royal trusted royal advisor, Wormtongue, the liar of humankind. Or Mr. Betrays a Lot. Yes, have you met, wait, doesn't Deserto basically mean like, wait, is his name not like, cause Judas is the classic betrayer, right? But Judas Deserto, isn't that essentially like Judas for certain? Like, he's for sure, like, I think his name is literally, he's gonna betray you for sure. I think that's the implication. Fuck! I didn't realize how bad it was. His name is literally, I'm gonna betray you for sure. The beauty of the writing. Thank you, I appreciate that, Summer. Okay, so they bought the island. Made a strange manor on the south side of the island. Lived there because engravings on stone tablets, similar to those he found in the island's deepest underground passageways. Okay, so the Iceman and Shadow Island are linked. They're working on translations. Gibson discovered some creepy stuff, and then Gibson disappeared. There was disturbing activity with a wave of... Okay, so disappearances in Boston. So Judas Deserto kidnapped young girls to sacrifice them in black magic. This guy's called Archibald, which I'm just saying, don't call your kid Archibald. It's just meat. Archibald was born the only child of the Richard Morton and Susan Chambers, the youngest daughter of Lord Chalmers, a ruined aristocrat and opium addict. Damn. Okay. Understood. Oh, young Polynesian men and women in the hold of a ship. This sounds bad. Okay, so Archibald was a slave trader. So Archibald was a slave trader. Deserto may have bought these people and used them in human experiments. And then he married Jennifer Pritchett, who was an organist. I hope Archibald got bullied. Archibald deserves to be bullied now. He bought slaves to use as sacrifice. He's a bad person. Archibald treated her with uncommon cruelty. She nevertheless gave birth to his son in 1890. Jesus! Archibald is an absolute piece of shit! He's a rapist and slave trader! Fuck that guy! Okay, so Jeremy was smart. Jeremy was smart and met with the Avcani and trying to like lock the thing behind. The Noble Company. Fun fact. The Nobel Peace Prize. Sorry, the Nobel the Nobel Prize, sorry, words, yes. The Nobel Prize of, like, you know, scientific world fame of, you know, being like, oh, you know, I got the Nobel Prize in physics for doing all this physics. The same person who discovered TNT of the Noble Company and made TNT and made huge amounts of money blowing shit up. Mostly in mining, admittedly. Initially, most of the Noble Company's money was made from mining enterprises, from blowing shit up in mines. But he bought a lot of explosives. Last 10 years of Jeremy Morton's life was secretive and mysterious. So, wait, Howard, born in 1931, married Lucy Dogan? I was disrupted by drama when the horrifically mutilated body of one of the guests was discovered in the park adjacent to the manor. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, cool. So she went here to get married and then one of the guests gets butchered. Yeah, essentially the noble... The no... You know, I'm gonna go look that up, and then I'm gonna tell you to fuck off. That's I think, gonna be the case. Maybe I'm just gonna buy it for myself and never play it. What is it? Star Ocean 2. Let's take a look at it. Okay, Star Ocean, the second story R. Oh man, this looks really good. Man, I should definitely buy this for myself. And then just not give it to Ludlow. Begging little shit. Exactly, it's 50 bucks. Like, Ludlow, when have you ever known me to spend 50 bucks on a video game? I've never done it. I don't even buy normal stuff. Like, stuff at normal prices. That's way too much. Powerful experiments on discovery richer in their successors, experiment that interfere with nature's own course, resurrection from the dead, crossbreeding, genetic manipulation. Like, crossbreeding what? Are people fucking these shadow monsters? Are people boning the shadow monsters? Is that what's happening? Okay, I'm glad we got through that lore book. The only slight concern is I'm like 99% sure that there's going to be more lore books like round the corner. Like at some point we're just going to run into big lore books. I mean, look, I am not going to judge someone for wanting to bone a shadow monster. Like, you can't blame someone for wanting to get in on that Shadussi, right? You're gonna blame... You are currently boning... Sorry, I need to clarify. Summer, are you saying that you are blaming people for boning a shadow monster, or are you saying... Okay, judgment, you're not currently boning a shadow monster. Okay, understood. Like, that's... It would be quite intense if you were just like, oh, by the way, guys, I'm currently boning a shadow monster. That is not something that you necessarily want to drop in chat. That's an intense thing to drop in chat. Like, I don't... Oh, shit, I pressed the wrong button. There's a fucking dragon in here? You hear that in the background? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not gonna blame you if you are, like, boning a shadow monster, right? Like, you know, if you want to do that in your own time, that's absolutely fine. It just doesn't seem like an appropriate topic of discussion. That is also true. If you are able to type while boning a shadow monster, that shadow monster is not giving you what you need, you know? Like, although saying that, I was once able to have a conversation on, like, Facebook Messenger, while being, shall we say, distracted. So, I don't think it's impossible to have that kind of situation come up. This library has a lot more stuff in it than I thought it was gonna have. We won't say that? What will we say instead? I know, right? I know. Just to be clear, so there's no untoward. All people involved were aware and consenting. I want to be absolutely clear about that, right? But it was a very unique situation that occurred. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I take out my book of my button, my map. Oh, it's this one. So we want, it's, okay, so whatever we want is at the bottom left, I guess. Maybe it just depends on context, right? But yeah, no, I think if you're still just casually watching me while getting Shadowbone, then it's not really worth the Shadowbone. It's not really worth like the soul sacrifice to Shadowbone. I am really starting to hate the slow loading screens in this. Okay, so if we go down... I can't work out where the front of this library is now. So I've just got the image, like, now that's what I call casual sex. I've just not got the thing in my head now of, now that's what I call music. It's like, now that's what I call music, 69. All the popular hits of the latest video games or whatever. Okay. We have a code we can input here. So if we go to our item box, objects, check it out, examine. Okay, 199. Oh yeah, it's clear 1. That's a 9. That's a, I can't tell what that one is though. Is that another 1? 1991? Song track for the most casual times. Maybe it's just like a whole bunch of like super casual relationship music. Like it's just people having like romance tracks, but the romance tracks are not like the "oh baby I love you forever." It's all kind of like, yeah, I like you, but like only on the weekend, or like, yeah, I'm into you. What is this back here? Oh, we found the Avakandi tablets and some first aid kits and a charm of saving. Fuck it, pull the lever. Oh, it's the Iceman! Seabat, yeah, it's just Seabat on repeat. Okay, yeah. Sounds like a dying mosquito. Oh! Hi there? I'll be leaving. I feel like I was just about to go into the Steve Irwin thing. I was like, oh, look at that absolute blighter. Look at him just hanging around there doing his thing. That's not very good, Steve Irwin. I'm gonna admit. Okay, we are gonna use a charm of saving here. I feel like using a charm of saving, good decision. Because we've only made like 4 saves so far in this game. Okay, time to equip a weapon. Feel like we're gonna need it. Okay! Man's charging me like Wolverine. Budget Wolverine. We probably need something from this guy, right? Oh, his eyes are glowing. You're right. He needs to be arrested for violence against me. Oh, keep running away. Okay, so he has like a big charge attack. Just run past him. Okay, shoot him in the face. Where the hell did I not aim it? You're right, the music is really weird. Like, considering we were talking about Seabat, it's got the same kind of vibes of just, like, completely incongruent. Alright, well, that's all the grenades spent. That monster is 100% not dead, right? Like, there's no way that bro's dead. Yes, I see the neck. And you... Okay. Finally, it worked. We found the half medallion. But what, pray tell, does this half medallion give us? Okay, it represents a half sun. Oh, we can... examine the Abkhani tablets. Bark tablets bearing engraved Abkhani characters. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think a bark tablet is gonna last more than, like, a couple weeks. This must mean something to Lucy Morton. Oh, it does the traveling thing again. Okay, I respect this. It's gonna take us all the way to the other side of the game. I enjoy this. I like the fact that it takes me back here. I don't have to walk all the way over here. Also, we're going to switch gun again, so I don't accidentally dump these grenades into something. I feel like the grenades are going to be important. So we don't just be running around with them all the time. Hi, Lucy Morton. Sorry for flashbanging you.
One last time. I knew you would be back. Were you able to speak with Obed?
Well, no.
But I know now that he's alive for sure.
Is he alive?
I've got to tell you.
Didn't he shoot me?
Your sons are monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The true monster is this island.
Is it though?
You must know, young lady. Tonight is a special night. As for me, I shall let myself be carried away. I shall let myself slip away. I've had enough and wish to rest now.
He's done with this shit. Which is fair.
First, but I can't find a way out of this place. I only have one half of the medallion. I know not how you came about it, and do not wish to know. Here's the other half.
Okay, like, respect. Like, she's just like, hey, you've got one half of the medallion, well, here's the other half. You know, seeing as I'm gonna fall asleep forever soon, you could just have that.
Ask you one last thing?
Before you die.
Go ahead.
Ah, she sounds exhausted.
Obed, did he ever talk to you about, did he ever tell you he had a child? A daughter? Obed?
Kron.
Child?
Kron, why are you in here?
With whom?
We're not playing an RPG, we're playing a
Obed
spooky
was
horror
never
game.
Interested in anything apart from
Why
his
are you getting in here?
Indians. Obed burned his life away in
Welcome in, everyone.
of a pernicious passion, and yet, how could it have been?
We're just in the cutscene at the
otherwise?
moment.
But why such a question?
For no reason. No reason at all. Don't worry. I'll bring him back to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring back your son who's evil and shot me in the
you shall
fucking
do
neck.
No such thing.
Damn straight. She knows.
I am to die, and you are to live. Such
Ah,
are our
okay.
fates,
Well, fair
opposite
enough.
Yet intertwined.
Would you like me to shoot you now,
In
or?
peace. I am about to enter the realm of darkness.
He's going to the Shadow Realm.
Will come and meet me as soon as you set him free. Oh, thank you, young lady.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. This is a game in which we are exploring a haunted mansion that has, like, monsters running around it, and also a dude, and also there's a guy called Judas Deserto, who we decided his name actually means will betray you for certain, and turns out he betrays everyone, and has betrayed everyone. But welcome in, everyone. Chrome was playing Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition, or the remaster edition, whichever one it was. Sadly, I couldn't actually watch that much. I did watch you get slaughtered by a bird, though. There was an angry bird that just absolutely kicked your ass out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what happened. There was... You were playing the game, and then, like, some bird was just like, I'm gonna fuck them all up. I'm just gonna trash them. Like, you know those guys? I'm gonna eat them. Om nom nom, dead as a doornail. But I love it. Welcome in, everyone. We are... I'm not sure where we're meant to be going now. That's the position I'm at right now. We've got a sun medallion, but I don't have anywhere to put the sun medallion. Wait, those were just random mooks? They did not look like random mooks. Those guys look like hard... I thought you... Genuinely, I thought you were fighting some kind of, like, mid-boss type thing. Like, not necessarily a full boss, but, like... You know, sometimes you want, like, there's an enemy in the area, and the enemy's like, I'm the big king badass of this area. Like Marlboro in Final Fantasy games, right? Like, sometimes you'll run across, or the T-Rex, also in Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy VIII specifically. You'll run across an enemy, and they'll be like, hey, I'm the big bad guy here. I'm gonna absolutely trash some stuff for you. I thought that's what you were dealing with. That makes sense. That makes sense. Mid-bosses be kind of horrifying. But, you know, it's fine. Big Bone Bot here, he's here for you. Or she's here for you. They're here for you. Oh god, he got up again. We just shot like 20 grenades into this guy. And he gets right back at it. Like a powered up Pac-Man. And I'm guessing he's gonna chase me. Like, we still had stuff to explore in the library, so I'm thinking maybe I need to head back down to the library. Nix! Welcome in, Nix. Being beautiful is not a crime. Oh no, I mean, you weren't... I get it, right? Like, sometimes in a game, you die 40 times in a row, and you're like, oh, I'm so close, I just need to, like, video game a bit harder, right? Because in a lot of RPGs, one of the options is just to grind until you are more powerful than everything else. And that's a completely, like, viable option. This is one of the things I actually genuinely enjoy about RPGs, is the fact that you have multiple play options in that regard. Like, if you're really struggling in a section, if you're really struggling with a boss, you have the option to just be like, okay, let's just grind. Okay, so my goal right now is I want to get back down to the library, because I think the library is going to have something delicious for me. Or maybe not, you know, never going to know. Yes, right? Like, Dark Souls is not really an RPG. Like, it pretends it's an RPG, but the fact that you can complete the game... Oh dear, we're being chased with some nasty stuff. The fact that you can complete the game with just using, like, gear and without upgrading your character a single time demonstrates to me that Dark Souls is intentionally, like, about 80 to 90% skill and 10 to 20% levels, right? Like, you can make a terrible build in Dark Souls and you will complete the game. Nix, I'm decent. Honestly, I didn't sleep well last night. I slept kind of weirdly, so I feel very kind of burnt out this morning. That's definitely a feeling that I'm experiencing. And I don't know where I'm going to end up today. But we're streaming now. We're playing on some stuff. I think one of the issues I have with Dark Souls as I played it, though, is I don't like the lack of... How would I put this? At least in the earlier Dark Souls, there's very little optional stuff in Dark Souls. So if you come across like a section that you just really hate for some reason, my hard filter is the... So you know the Duke's Library in Dark Souls 1? About halfway through that, you have to go and deal with like an invisible path location with lots of crystal golems on it. That for me is like that's the part of the game that filters me, because I don't have fun there. Like the rest of the Duke's Archives, it's really difficult, but there's a certain amount of rewarding feeling to it. But that invisible part, it's just not fun for me. And because it's not fun, it really quickly saps my desire to play it. And it's like, I know I could go ahead and try and do it like 50 times in a row, and I'd eventually get there. Right, Giant's Grave for me was never actually that much of an issue. Also, welcoming Christus. Also, enjoy your luck, Christus. But I can totally understand why for some people Giant's Grave would be awful, right? Like, that's definitely one of those locales where some people are going to hate it. And it always felt like it was completely 100% mandatory. And that was unpleasant. Yeah, I think the first time I went through it, I did it in the dark. That was a rough altercation. Do we have a treasure chest back here? Is this D&D loot room? What is this? Bone dogs are stupid. The pinwheel guys down there are so much fun. Like the dudes just running and suck. I love them. They will kill you in a heartbeat, but I love them so much. Look, I ain't saying they're a good design choice, but they're a horrifying design choice, and I do like that. I think they're definitely better when you see someone go down there for the first time on stream or something, and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna... dead. Like, they run down there thinking they're just gonna go down there. What's up? What's up, Nix? Your cat... No, that's fine. Cats love me. I have an effect on cats. I don't know why this is, but I don't think I've ever met a cat that didn't, like, actively love spending time with me. Also, I've had cats that, for example, one of my friends had a cat, and they were like, my cat doesn't like belly rubs. Like, my cat will, if you try and give my cat belly rubs, it will claw you. And I'm like, no, that's bullshit. Right? Like, 100% bullshit. Your cat loves, all cats love belly rubs. You're just doing them wrong. And so I gave the cat belly rubs. And the cat loved it. And the cat, from that point on, loved belly rubs. Also from their owner. As I said, my friend was just doing belly rubs. You see, because when a cat presents its belly, a cat is not asking you for belly rubs. I think that is the key thing, right? Cats love belly rubs, but when they're presenting that belly, unlike a dog, right? Unlike a dog, they are not requesting belly rubs. Yeah, cats don't like it when you touch their pads. That is very true. I've never met a cat that likes it when you touch their pads. That isn't a euphemism for anyone else, so we're talking about the paw pads. Like, just, it's not like some weird euphemism. Because people who really like animals tend to have a whole bunch of, like, weird euphemisms. There is, I think it was, our cat pics or something. Or something like that. Or they can be trusting / nice enough to allow you to touch them without killing you. It is true, but they don't like it. And you know, if I know a cat isn't gonna like something, then I'm not gonna do it to the cat because I don't want to make the cat feel bad. Which is fair and reasonable. Like, not everyone wants their belly rubbed. But I find almost every cat that I've met likes it when I rub their belly. Just out here in this random abandoned tower. What is this? Paws are cute and fluffy. But that's irrelevant. Because it's like a tea-based consent system. You can't force tea on your cat. Wait, look. There's a lot of layers there that I've missed out on. Oh no. Cat did sad meow? But how? You open the door, right? Like immediately. Like you instantly open the door upon hearing that, right? Like you aren't just one of these monsters that hears your cat do a sad meow and you're like, oh, they're just gonna do a sad meow. You're gonna just leave them there. Sad meow as much as they want. Okay, this room seems to have only contained a box of grenades. Which, you know, fair. I'm not against having a box of grenades. You know, if I have a choice in life to have a box of grenades or not have a box of grenades, I will definitely choose to have a box of grenades. Well, I mean, not in real life. I wouldn't really want a box of grenades, like, on hand. I don't feel safe. I realize I just left that with the dead sentence of, I don't feel safe. Which, while accurate, is something of a dark sentence. It's like, I don't feel safe in general. Like, as a human being, I don't feel safe. Okay, so we have a box of grenades. We have a sun medallion and some Alkani tablets. I am unsure what we need to do from here. I appreciate it, Summer. I appreciate it. Well, Nyx will only eat 1 to 2 of your legs, so that's fine. Okay, where are we gonna find some progress? Like, I don't really feel I have an objective right now. Oh, there's like cute little mirrors down here. These mirrors will work so hard. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's much in the way of interaction points, right? Alright, I forgot that you can't run and interact. You have to be walking when you interact. If you're running when you interact, you can't interact. That's actually one of the things I don't like about this game. Of all the game design decisions, that is the one that displeases me. Use this as an elevator, maybe? The logistics of Nyx's legs? I mean, like, Nyx can handle that herself, you know? Like, I think it's okay to just trust Nyx. They know how to handle their legs. Or their arms, in this case, as it may be. Okay, big yes. Big yes energy. But still, I gotta say, I appreciate the fact that Nyx is out here asking for consent for that. Not just dropping that like the assumption, right? Oh god, it's this book again. Oh no, this is the okay book, right? We don't care about that one so much. Okay, so the library doesn't seem to contain anything of interest. Does anywhere else look like it might contain something of interest? Wait, you're gonna be a trap, Nyx? I mean, no comment. No comment. No comment. It's all good. It's all good. We'll love you regardless of what you choose to do. Hey, I support it. Like, if that's what you want to do, I 100% support it. Ow! You know, I am a supporter of people. Much like a good bra. Although I guess a good bra is a supporter of breasts, not people. But either way, I will support you no matter what, Nyx. Thank you, Binary Man. Appreciate it. Yes, you wanted to say something. I am listening for that. I know I know you got distracted. Want to see your new hot hand? Yes. Assuming that when you say hot hand, it's like your hand is perfectly fine and stuff. It's just, you know, attractive. Like I don't want it to be like you're gonna burn your hand for me. You know, that would be something that I would wish to avoid. You know, you're like a decent human being. What? Sorry, a decent spider person. Yeah. Okay. I don't want. There is a lot of noise happening in this game right now. The game is very upset at me. It's fine. Okay, the mirror has an ornament missing. But I don't think that's an ornament I have. Yeah, like I want you to be in good health and shape. Okay, combine. Use. Oh, we've been playing detention. Can't believe we're playing detention. When did I schedule that for? Detention. I will look up exactly when I've scheduled. I will announce it. Okay, you share on Discord. Okay, I'm gonna check my Discord. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Ah! Hot hand! Ah! Glory hand! I like it. I like it. I like it. So, you're gonna... I'm assuming it's segmented like that because you want it to render out with the segmented fingers. I love it. Detention for me. When will I learn? I don't agree with learning. I think nobody should be learning anything, ever. That's why you shouldn't watch this channel. Everyone should quit right now. Okay, examine the thing. Okay, now use the ornament. Object. Use. We put it in the thing. I am now detained. It's true. It's true. Yes, exactly. Segments for rigging later. Understood. Okay, run away. Run away. But yes, I will make an announcement in chat. Probably my break a little bit. You want to be able to move. I understand. I fully recognize the desire to move. I would love to be able to move. I kind of want to move like my legs mostly. Okay, did that actually achieve anything? You know what? I think I need to kill this like spider gremlin. I think that's the wow, that's a lot of yeah, okay. This game really just gives you ammunition and fits and spurts. It's like, okay, nothing, 100 rounds. I just wanted to stand at the edge of the screen. Alright, where is it? Where'd it go? Okay. You there? Is it just stuck on some terrain? This is eminently frustrating. I just want to shoot it in the face. I just want to shoot it in the face without taking damage. Come on, please. Right, where are you? Where are you? It was literally stuck on the terrain. Incredible. Truly masterful. Yeah, I can completely understand. Like, it's one of those... It's a lot of hard work, a lot of tediousness to make that stuff work. But, once it's done, right? Once you got all the prep work done, it's gonna feel good. Okay, through the mirror. Oh, good. This seems healthy. This seems good. There's definitely nothing evil down here. The freaking portcullis back here. Good. Oh, good. There's a coffin. We're in the catacombs. Who'd have thought we were going to end up in the catacombs? The casket is empty. Oh, am I glad it's empty. Hmm. Yeah, that means whatever is in there is now walking around down here. Oh, what is this mess? This door is sealed up. They put like some wood or like duct tape on it. For some reason, I just got the image of the man just mashing a kebab against it. You remove model naked and use it like a doll and put outfits on it, so you can playing dolls with a small spider. I mean, that is amusing. Make sure you don't get toss banned for accidentally like not having an outfit on. Probably want to put some underwear on that base model, maybe. I don't want to get out. I want to do stuff down here. We got shit to do, people to kill, Ludlow. We can't just be getting out of here. Great Senator J. Morton from the Noble. This... Oh, fuck me. That's all explosives. That entire rack down there is all explosives. Like, all of those crates are filled... That's all filled with TNT. That's actually terrifying. Genuinely terrifying. Especially since we're shooting, like, magnesium shot. We're shooting Dragon's Breath shotgun shells, basically. Yeah, better light up a cigarette, yeah. No, I know, Nyx, but it is dynamite. It's TNT. It's explosive. It's the good stuff. It's nitroglycerine mixed with sawdust. Fun fact. Nitroglycerin is incredibly easy to make. Like, I mean, like, concerningly easy to make. You can make it with off-the-shelf ingredients. And when I say off-the-shelf ingredients, I mean, like, literally, like, you can acquire these ingredients at any pharmacy out there. Just casually. Alright, let's climb the ladder. Where do we end up? Well, see, the thing with poison is... Oh, I used the Allen wrench! Oh, yeah! I have no idea where I got the Allen wrench from. Yeah, poison, the key thing about poison is primarily it's about the dosage of anything you deliver, right? Oh, we're, like, in a greenhouse! Oh, shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Oh, wait, that's a good guy.
I know you have
shoot him anyway!
There are still 6 missing.
I don't understand why you never did something before. You could have prevented this whole nightmare.
I am but a man. You have no idea what this ritual is for me. But time is running short. I know Alan is getting ready to open the gate. And
I've already got the Allen wrench, though.
Flood.
You know I want to help. If I'm going to die, let's at least make it worthwhile. So
Yeah, that's
give me a hint
an
before you
impressive
vanish
outlook.
again.
Go to the fort. That is the Morton's true place. That is where you shall unveil the secrets of the island.
Okay, goes to the fort. Fort Morton. Alright, bye, bye, The Last Abkhani. He is. The Last Abkhani sounds like it should be an action movie, right? It's like James Watts in The Last Abkhani. And it's where the white savior ends up, you know, doing everything for the Native American who could have handled shit just fine. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go back inside. I don't want to go out there just yet. It's kind of spooky. Are these snakes? No, they're roots, right? I thought they were snakes for a moment there. Yeah, let's just climb the ladder all the way to the top. This is a massive ladder, just a freestanding ladder. Been a while since you've seen The Last of the Mohicans? I've never seen The Last of the Mohicans. I don't know much about it. Apart from it's meant to be kind of grim. Like, not a bad way kind of grim, but like, in a, there's a box or something down there. Like, just there on the top right corner of the screen. Don't know what that is. Oh, it's literally white save. Okay, good, understood. Appreciate it. Thank you for clarifying that for me. I'll see shit out these windows. When's the last time somebody cleaned them? Well, there is a highly functional method of gaining clout on the internet, and that's rage baiting. You are, in your family, the last of the Mohicans. Well, what defines you as a Mohican? Alright, box of grenades. Excellent. I mean, what is your definition of Mohican in that particular endeavor? Also, welcome, Odank. Hope you're doing well. Alright, just plain old packaging for gardening equipment. Good. This place seems really empty. Also, we have 50 grenades. Why do we have so many grenades? Like, normally in games like this, grenades are like your absolute big stonking weapon, right? It's like, hey, grenades, they're your last line of defense against the enemies of the night. In this game, it's like, hey, grenades, here's a box of 100. Oh, you're the last person in the family who can carry on the family name? Okay, fair. That's true. Maybe we'll find out some big stonking monsters. That would be a concern. But then again, I also picked up a single box of 300 shotgun shells. Sorry, of 100 shotgun shells. Which is the reasonable amount of shotgun shells that a box would have. But it does make me feel that if I miss ammunition in this game, I'm getting royally screwed. Fuck me! That got me. I was not expecting that. That absolutely scared the shit out of me. I will not lie. I will not pretend. I was... Yep, that got me. Okay, so he takes 3 shots and then he has like a recovery sequence. Okay. 1, 2... Okay, if he's holding his head, I can't hit him. Got it. That was, Bob the Angry Monster. See, I've never really understood the strong desire for people to carry on a family name. Like, specifically the family name. The genetics part, I understand, but the family name, it always seems like it's, like, not that big a deal. Oh, it's got that weird Seabat style music in the background now. It's just kind of uncomfortable. Like, not in a spooky horror kind of way, but like a, wow, I wish it would shut the fuck up kind of way. Okay, we're at a locked gate. I'm a little concerned that we're just gonna have to keep fighting this guy, and maybe that's what the grenades are for. Like, we're just gonna be fighting this guy over and over and over. Which would be kind of unpleasant, not gonna lie. But maybe not a bad thing. I mean, Resident Evil did it before. The kennel. Okay, so there's 2 doors here. This one we couldn't get through, I think. This one was the side door. This is the front door. So maybe we need to go in the front door? I would like to get away from this mess. We'll try down here. I don't think I tried the door all the way in the back here. I think it's probably... I think part of my viewpoint on it is, right, I was named... I have the surname of my father, right? But my father was at no point part of my life. Oh, he's up and at him, right back at him. No concern. 5 grenades to the face, just on his way. But yeah, like, I was named for my father. I don't have any connection to my father. So, because I don't have any connection, I have less of a concern. Like, okay, he is just going to keep coming back. I see. Excellent. But yeah, because I was named for my father and I don't have any of that connection, it's not an emotional imperative to carry on that name. Like, it's just, oh, yeah, no, I do have that name. I wouldn't really care to use it. I mean, that's fair. Like, if you have that much tighter connection, I just don't have any family. Oh, good, we got zombie dogs. No, this is fine. This is fine and dead. This is what I want. Just casual zombie dogs. Grenade launcher effective versus zombie dogs? It literally flattens them. Actually kind of impressive how effective that is. But where do we go? Oh, I see, there's a door down here. Right, yeah, no, that's always true. People can have wildly varying experiences. Where am I? Oh, I've got a little did. That's me. I'm didded on the map. It's a did. That's me didding right there. Interesting. So they have confirmed that they can put an arrow on the map to help you with your orientation. They just choose not to. Okay, so I guess we need to go this way. What's the chances we get chased by that big monster again? Pretty high, if I had to guess. I'm really honest. Oh, look, it's that big monster again. Do you think the church is going to be any defense against this monster? I don't think it is, but it would be funny if it is. Looks like we can't get in the front way. Oh, the music's farting around again. Come on, game. Okay, we cannot run in there for some reason. Good. Cool, we just got free smacks. I thought that was definitely going to be a place we could run into. It was not. Okay, let's check the map. That does look like a place we can go. I don't know why it's not marked up. Maybe we have to shoot the monster here? We're running our ass raggedy route here. If we go through here, can we just leave? Is that an available option? I mean... Okay, hold on. If we go back here... So we've run him out into that area. If we go through here, does he chase us? Okay, it doesn't seem that he chases us down here. Okay, if that's the case, we can probably run back here for free. And we can just check out whatever's up here. That's always an issue, right? Like, one of the reasons I record everything I stream is specifically so I can upload to the archive channel. Not that I think you guys watch the archive channel. I want to be clear. Oh, hold on. Do you see that on the right? Like, you guys see the monster on the right there? Like, just stuck in the wall? Like, you can see his red eyes up the top there. That is the monster that is chasing us, that's just been stuck in the wall because they prepared it for the jump out animation. But he's already jumped out, so they've just preloaded something that doesn't need to be preloaded. That is some serious jank. I mean, it's funny, but it's some serious jank. Okay, so the front gate over here is locked. Can we get in and out the front door? Manage this manner, but I have the slightest desire to go back there. Okay, so they are clearly indicating that there is nothing left in the manor for me. My story puzzle solutions are going to be out here somewhere. And with that, we're probably going to need to use the Abkhani tablet. Maybe not. Where do we go? Where do we go now? I feel like we're about to start singing a Guns N' Roses song. Where do we go now? Where do we go now? Alright, we're gonna head back here. Oh, that doesn't sound like a sad cat at all. That sounds like a snuggly cat. The cat wanted the snuggles and now it gets the snuggle. That sounds like a good cat. I'm happy your cat now has snuggles. Your cat deserves snuggles. You deserve snuggles with your cat. Clearly, by the fact that you are being a caring cat owner, your cat has decided that you are the target of its snuggles. You are the snuggulator. The snuggle maximum. Snug maximum? Smacks. You are the smaximum. That's it. You're the smaximum. Okay, well, there's my face gone. There's my other part of my face gone. Maybe I grenade this guy, right? Like, is this the point where I just shoot with grenades, just in case? Alright, wait for him to change his attack pattern. Welcome to Fried Jammin', hope you're doing well. Put my name on the cake. Why do I need to put my name on the cake? Is it somebody's birthday? Whose birthday is it? What birthday is it? Am I a birthday? Because Rihanna told me to. Man, fuck Rihanna. Like, I have problems with Rihanna. Okay? I have a lot of problems with Rihanna. I need to back the fuck up. Too close. We are dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Fuck! Beautiful. I genuinely love it when shit like that happens.
Alone in the dark.
I remember a YouTube comment on Annie, Are You Okay? Right? And the song Annie, Are You Okay is basic. For those of you who don't know, was it Annie, Are You Okay? I think it was. I'm gonna have to check. No, it's not. It's not Annie As You Call It. I can't remember what the hell it is now. There was a song, right? The song was essentially, it was about a girl who was being, so Smooth Criminal. But I'm thinking of another song. I thought it was that song because it has the same lyric or a similar lyric, but it's not. Anyway, the song itself, whichever song it is, was about someone being horrifically abused. And the song is basically asking them, are they okay? What's going on? And it's very dark and bad things happen in the song, right? And somebody on the YouTube lyrics is like, oh, we all knew a girl like that we wanted to date, didn't we, guys? And everyone's just like, bro, that's not what the song is about. It's like, no, the lyrics say this. It's like, no, bro, that's not, like, you don't, it's not what it's about. And they're just like, oh, fuck. And it's like the most sad realization that it comes along to. It's depressing watching someone think it was about, like, someone that they wanted, like, someone that they had, like, some high school crush thing, and then just realizing that it's actually about horrific abuses. But, is there something good happening in September? Binary Man? We appreciate Septembers. I shouldn't be asking, actually. I'm about to go on break. I don't know why I'm asking questions like that. Oh my god, Big Bonebot, what the fuck? That's meant to be at random. I don't understand, Big Bonebot. Why are you so in love? Speaking of which, if anyone doesn't know, Fried Jammin', yep, he exists, bro. Like, man's good people. Summer Snow also exists. There's some other people that exist here, like we got Kron. Most enthusiastic shout outs here, right? Like, so enthusiastic. I'm just like, yeah, good. Yeah, people exist. These people, good people, follow them. Just fucking follow. Just fucking do it. Nyx, yeah, Nyx is here. See, this person's called Nyx. Follow them. Follow them too. They're good. Nyx is actually evil. We're in a war, right? Your father's mother is born in September, and Hank Williams. Okay. Nyx, you are here. You're ow. Nyx.
I know where you sleep at night, Nyx. You can't hide from me.
Kron and Big Bonebot are legit dating. That's how it's going down. And we support that. We support the robosexuals. As given by the fact that I tried to bang Fasty last stream. Look, Big Bonebot is really authoritative, right? Like, Big Bonebot is just out there. Big Bonebot would just be like, hey, I'm doing stuff. And you'd be like, yeah, okay, you're doing stuff. Yeah, I get that. This house we stand Joker. I mean, like, yeah, Kron doesn't wear pants. Kron is not a pants-wearing individual. Oh, okay, sorry. There's 3 Jokers you could have been referencing. You could have been referencing Persona 5 Joker, right? You could have been referencing, as you referenced here, Mass Effect, right? You could have been referencing the Joker of Harley Quinn elements, right? Like, you could have also been referencing another completely different Joker, right? And because when you say we stand Joker, my immediate thought is like, Jammin, please don't tell me you're one of those fucking nut jobs that's like, oh, Harley Quinn Joker might be perfect relationship. The people. See, this is why I was thinking about the P5 Joker, because Summer's been drawing some art about Persona 5, and she got that. It's looking good.
Guys, there's like hand holding and shit, and it looks like super snuggly and adorable. And I don't. It's good. It's good. It's really good. It's absolutely incredible. And I just want to point out that it just shows how like Summer wants to dom that guy 100%.
You can just read it in the art, right? You just see it. You can just see it. See, I know you, Summer. I know you way too well. I don't blame you. There is nothing I'm gonna say against it, right? In terms of negative. I support Summer's quest to dom cute boys, right? Like, she out here on a mission. We respect that mission. I think we can go upstairs and get more grenades. So let's do that. Like, I firmly support Summer's objectives in life. Alright, we're gonna go upstairs, we're gonna grab some grenades, and we're gonna go back downstairs and do some stuff. Alright, Joker and Ryoji, not safe for work hand holding, that's fair. But I think that, like, I feel like Summer, that's just one of those things where that's just like 100% for you. Like, there are some relationships where I'm like, I can see that potentially happening. Like, I know Jammin's not for it, right? But the Sylvain and what's his face relationship, like, I can see why people ship those two, right? But Summer's just like, hey, I get it. I don't blame you, Jammin, but I can also see why some people be shipping it. You know? You're right. We do need to erase the straights, right, Jammin? That is true. That is something that we need to do. We just need to get a giant rubber and erase them with consensual boning. See, I support Jammin on the straight erasure. I think that just means you're genociding people at that point. Yeah, no, like, even if you tried really hard, Summer, I don't think that would work out. It's true, Summer can erase certain types of straight. We need to find some... some straights for Summer to erase. That's it. Alright, so if anyone in chat is straight and wants to be erased, check out Summer. That's true. Potentially could use her art to convert you. But no, like, some relationships, right? As I was trying to kind of make my commentary on this, some relationships in in a presentation, right? Like, for example, Sylvain and Felix. I know that Fried Jammin wants them to just be friends, right? But I think Fried Jammin can also understand that there is potentially a basis on which you could suggest that they might end up in a relationship, right? He doesn't think they would, but there could be a progress towards it. I feel like with Joker and Ryuji, there's less of that to me. They genuinely, like... Yeah, right? That's kind of what I'm getting at, right? There's a basis on which can work. I feel like Ryuji and Joker, less of a basis, and I think that pairing is literally just for Summer. Casper and Lindhart? I mean... I don't even know if Lindhart fucks. Like, maybe that's just me, right? But, like, I'm gonna double check this is the guy I'm thinking about, right? But... Because isn't Lindhart, like, super lazy? I feel like Lindhart would have people chasing him, and then they'd sleep with him once, and then be like, wow, he really, like, he just laid there, right? Like, he literally, like, he took a nap. That's what happened, like, 3 pumps, rolled over, took a nap. That's what I feel like is going to happen on Lindhart's outcome, right? Although, I guess, yeah, so Lindhart, pro cuddler. I would see that. Like, I feel like there's certain people... what's his face? Was it... Gerald? Geralt. No, not Geralt. Is it Geralt? The really emo teacher. Right? Who's 100% evil. Right? The really evil teacher... Jaritza, that's the one. Jaritza... He would absolutely ruin you as a human being, like like basically the kind of disrespectful Dom. He will absolutely ruin you as a human being, and you'll be kind of turned on by it the entire time. I get it. Yeah, no, hookup dick, yeah. Like, he would be disrespectful. You would kind of hate yourself afterwards. You think Jaritza's more of a sut? Okay. Okay, interesting. Not what I would gather from them. For me, they've got, like, disrespectful Dom energy. I personally feel like Jaritza would make me feel like a bad person afterwards. Right. Like, I'd do it. I'd enjoy it at the time, but by the time I was done, I'd be like, wow, I feel kind of like a piece of shit. Like, Maybe that was bad. Alright, let's pop this door open. Maybe he'd be Tsundere? Tsundere sub? I could see that maybe if it was, like, fully twisted. I think maybe I'd have to play more Three Houses to really get into knowing that. Doesn't he get more, like, story time in Three Hopes? I remember him getting a lot of story time in Three Hopes. Like, he's got, like, a whole narrative. Because in Three Houses, he kind of disappears after a bit. For story reasons. Oh, he wants to be punished for... Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I get the sub energy then. Understood. I'm on board with the understanding. Why are you not hitting him? That was just 4 grenades wasted because it decided not to hit him. I do not agree. Thank you very much. We are getting wrecked. Unprofessional. Unprofessional. Alright, let's go. Alright, half medallion up to the top. And we'll make some progress this time, maybe. Actually, you know what? I should be taking a break. I should actually be... I'm like 45 minutes past the break that I need to take. Okay, you guys can watch the cutscene. Unless you're not a subscriber, in which case, I guess enjoy some ads. See, that's it. That's your subscribership bias, right? You can have ads and trivia, or trivia and fuck it, words. Enjoy this shit. I'm away for a bit.
Not yet, but I know now that he's alive for sure. I've got to tell you, your sons are monsters.
Oh no. The true monster is this island. You must know, young lady, tonight is a special night. As for me, I shall let myself be carried away. I shall let myself slip away. I've had enough and wish to rest now. Save your soul.
I'm gonna try and save my body first, but I can't find a way out of this place. I only have one half of the medallion.
I know not how you came about it, and do not wish to know. Here's the other half.
May I ask you one last thing?
Go ahead.
Your son, Obed, did he ever talk to you about... did he ever tell you he had a child? A daughter?
Obed, a child? But with whom? Obed was never interested in anything apart from his accursed Indians. Obed burned his life away in the flames of a pernicious passion, and yet, how could it have been otherwise? But why such a question?
For no reason. No reason at all. Don't worry. I'll bring him back to you. Don't worry.
No, you shall do no such thing. I am to die, and you are to live. Such are our fates, opposite yet intertwined. Now go in peace. I am about to enter the realm of darkness, where Howard will come and meet me as soon as you set him free. Oh, thank you, young lady.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're right back at it like an automatic, because we've got the buttons on the shutters, and the shutters on the buttons, and the thingy-digs with the boozle box. And we're going to combine the A with the B and reload the C. We are indeed reloading the Holy See. What is the Holy See? I know it's like, I think it's like a political position or something, but I don't know Like, you know when you know, vaguely know of things, but you don't know for certain? Also, I appreciate that, Summer. The Holy See is one of those things I just don't. I can't comprehend it. It doesn't stick in my brain. I'm gonna Google that. Like YOLO. Alright, the Holy See. Okay, the Holy See. Or the See of Rome, or the Petrine See, or the Apostolic See, is the jurisdiction of the Pope in his role as the Bishop of Rome. It includes the Apostolic Episcopal See of the Diocese of Rome, which is ecclesiastical jurisdiction. Okay, so it's an ecclesiastical jurisdiction of the Pope. So it is. So a see, as far as I can tell, SEE, is an ecclesiastical jurisdiction, and the Holy See is the big one. That's like the big booty, Top Gun, ecclesiastical jurisdiction. I mean, where are you gonna get? Oh, just the idea of like the Top Gun. Like, could you imagine an entire like first of all the Pope riding a fighter jet, right? So my brain's a little bit fried right now. I'm definitely a bit fried. But first of all, Pope riding a fighter jet, okay? Right? Because he's a Top Gun, right? It's a Top Gun DLCs, so he's Top Gun. You missed break. Well, I didn't quite have a full break. I did kind of leave it running while I ran trivia. Okay. Through this door. This isn't the door we want to go through, but it's the door we're going through. So you may have missed trivia. This is true. You may have missed trivia. Why don't I? Because I ran trivia and ads and stuff. Pope Top Gun, yes, okay, right. So Pope Top Gun, fighter jet, Pope and a thing, right? But also, the idea of a Holy See conveys that there may be like unholy seas as well. So does that suggest that there is like a territorial battle going on between the dioceses? And it's like a Are you fucking kidding me? Let me see. There's a hole in his beak. What the fuck, Christus? What the fuck, Christus? Possibly not. But if we're talking about the Holy Bee, right? Is the Holy Bee a Pope Bee? I'm on board with a Pope Bee. I don't know about you. I'm on board with a Pope Bee. Why are we so low on first aid kits? I thought I just found 2 of them. Livy! Welcome in, Livy. B-string Pope. Backup. Oh, backup Pope. Ooh! A backup Pope. I don't know where one would get a backup Pope. I kind of want a backup Pope. Did I save rather than load? Fuck. I fucked it. I fucked everything up. Okay, so first off, I actually need to go get a box of grenades. Because I loaded the wrong save, I think. I think my brain's melted. My brain's melted. Also, everything Livy does stream. I can't remember what they've been streaming recently. Oh, Kingdom Hearts! Yes! Yes, Kingdom Hearts. Very delicious. I won't deny it. Everything Livy rocks out at some awkward time zones for me. Kind of late. Relative to when I stream a lot of the time. So you can tell I'm terrible at taking breaks because I've managed to forget my water bottle. Which means my water bottle is currently in the kitchen. I really enjoy Final Fantasy X. I think Final Fantasy X is a very... how would I put this? It is a self-contained Final Fantasy game. Like, it is very, like, here is the path that you follow, you go through the game, and you do the Final Fantasy stuff in the game. Which is a bit different to some of the other Final Fantasy games, where you've got a lot more, like, doing other stuff that needs to be done. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, Final Fantasy X was a really good entry for the Final Fantasy series. It was a relatively tight story, it was straightforwards, it did all the Final Fantasy stuff with just enough interest. Like, it did everything it needed to do, right? Like, that's the key thing. Final Fantasy X did everything it needed to do. Like, I do think, for example, like, Final Fantasy... I can't remember which one it is, but with Van in it and so on. That is a Final Fantasy that a lot of people just kind of didn't really... Nothing happened with it, right? Summer, you... There's no... We're not doing trivia. We're not doing trivia. There's no trivia right now. Or there's a dog on Summer's keyboard. That's the other option. We like dogs, but sometimes they get excited. FF12 is so bad you love it? Yep, that makes sense. And yeah, so that's the thing, right? From everything I understand, Final Fantasy X is still holds up. If you're looking for a JRPG, if the game that you want to play is a classic JRPG with fairly modern control setup and fairly modern, like, design direction, good graphics and all that, you can just drop Final Fantasy X in, probably one of the PC, like, refreshes. I'm not going to call them remasters or remakes, because they're not. But they're, like, you know, they're slightly upgraded versions of Final Fantasy X. I think that's 13 is Lightning. Oh no, oh terrible. Oh, well, okay. See you in a month when you're not unlucky. Well, that could be this month. We could just pretend that never happened, .libbybox. You don't need to subscribe. So, okay. Final Fantasy... Wait, one of them was a MMO as well, right? Was it 13 or 14? I can't remember if it's 13 or 14 that was an MMO. Okay, 11 was an MMO. Okay. Sorry, there were like... There's two Final Fantasy MMOs. Yeah. 11 and 14 were MMO. That's why I keep getting... How... Stop snacking on me. 13 is with Lightning. Okay, 13 with Lightning. And then there is one with, like, Balthazar and Van and a girl who wears a leather outfit. And a bunny rabbit girl. Can't deny the interest in the bunny rabbit girl. Definitely something about bunny rabbit girls. Okay, that's 12. Okay, 12. Okay, we're working through it. We're working out which one's which. 12 is the bunny. The bunny isn't... I want to be clear. The bunny isn't 12. The bunny is older than 12. Okay, just so everyone... Just so we're clear, everyone. The bunny is older than 12. But the game that the bunny is in is 12. Shit, it might actually be 12. How old is that game? It's probably older than 12, right? Is the game old enough to date? That's the question. The bunny is 85. Okay. So I'm safe with the bunny. Like, it is not a crime. Well, actually, it might be a crime. I remember someone saying once they wanted to sleep with the Queen of England because the two outcomes were either they slept with the Queen of England or they fucked the Queen to death. Both of which were insane. And I gotta admit, I respect the proposition of that. Like, if you're gonna go out and do something, like, it was in response to a question like, if you could have, you know, if you could sleep with anyone, who would you sleep with? There we go. That's efficiency. I really hope we can skip this cutscene coming up. You would also choose this dude's wife. Well, you know, if it's anyone. From what I remember, the dude who had that happen to him was actually, like, on board with the joke and found it funny, which I think is even better. Right? Because it would have been real upsetting if he was, like, super upset about the joke and was like, oh, no, I'm actually, you know, emotionally distraught at these guys making fun of it. Game? Guys? I'm stuck in the cutscene right now. Oh no. Oh no, okay. She tried to walk to her point on the cutscene. And it broke. Good. Game. Like, the woman's there like, I'll talk to you in a second, no woman. Then fuck. Okay, well, guess we're loading a save state. Okay, we've now been several minutes without making any progress. You want a lag body pillow? Okay, we can make that happen, Christus. I'm on board with that. It's a skull with headphones and nothing else. Oh, so you want me? You want
to see me naked then, Christus? Just a pair of headphones. Is that what does it for you?
Hitboxes should be. I mean, if there's no need to deactivate the hitbox, right? Like, why would you? Because that's like an extra bit of programmatic complexity. I think, I'll be honest, I think what happened was I walked into the trigger point of that cutscene, but because I pressed start at the exact right time, I delayed when the cutscene actually started, or I pressed the menu, I think it was at the exact right time. So I delayed when the menu actually started, when the control takeover actually started. So it tried to walk to a point that it was told to, and instead of walking to the point it was told to, it set in the one corrective instruction, because that if it was in the cutscene, it should have only needed one corrective instruction, and instead it fucked up because it needed two corrective instructions, and then it went to hell. Okay, Nyx wants to bang Venom. Christus wants a regular sized pillow, but naked. I get that. I understand that. Sometimes I wish I was a regular sized pillow. Life would be less complicated if I was just a pillow. Like, I could just be like in bed just waiting, and then someone lays down, I'm like, oh, I'm doing my job, and then someone gets up and like, okay, break time, and then someone lays down, I'm like, oh, I'm doing my job. Fuck is this grenade midair? Reload. Oop. Yeah, so there's plenty of games which have invincibilities in cutscenes. It's not a bad idea to have invincibility in cutscenes. It's just that that is an additional complexity which you might not need. So, for example, Halo doesn't have invisibility in cutscenes at all. You can actually kill your character in the cutscene, but it's okay because the cutscene is scripted in such a way that the character being dead doesn't change the audio lines and it doesn't change the cutscene runtime. So it was one of these very interesting things of it's an in-engine cutscene which allows stuff to be in the world and allows bad things to happen, but because there are no trigger events on the cutscene, it's not a problem. But that's, I think, specific to how they do cutscenes are weird, basically. Like, there's a lot of different ways to do cutscenes, and I understand what you're getting at, his royal frogginess. I think. Talk more nerd, please. Okay. Understood. But as far as I understand, because in the original Halo game, what they really wanted to do was have, they wanted to have in-engine cutscenes. They wanted to have in-engine cutscenes because they didn't want to draw you away from the game too much. It's the same reason that in Half-Life they didn't have any cutscenes at all, actually. This is something that people don't notice about Half-Life, but Half-Life 1 and 2 doesn't have cutscenes. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but there are no cutscenes in Half-Life 1 and 2. At no point does it take your camera away from your character's head. You are always, once you start the game, you're always looking through the first-person view of your character for the entire game. And they do that so you can feel more immersed in the character. I mean, I think for me... You told us when you... Okay, you listen. Good. I understand. Excellent. Excellent, his rough fogginess. I love it. I love it. I say stuff and people listen. It's good. Okay, let's see if we break it this time. Okay, we're running into the cutscene.
I need
See,
you one last time.
It worked this
I
time.
knew you would be back. Were you able to speak with...
Can we skip the
Not
cutscene?
yet.
We can kind of skip the cutscene.
I'm gonna.
I...
May I?
Good. I love this cut up. Absolutely butchered this cutscene.
For
No.
I'm just saying, some people are into the idea of being bitten. I respect that. Like, there's a lot of teeth there that can do the biting. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Alright, we're saving state so it doesn't break again. That's true, nerd bed chatting on board. His royal frogginess would probably also be into buying a skull plushie. A skull bed pillow. No, body pillow, that's it. Well, I guess a skull head pillow. I would give you head if I could. That's what I'm saying, okay? I would give everyone in this chat head if that was an available option to me. One of these days, if I ever actually become like a real streamer, I'm gonna make most of the unhinged merch. Like, truly unhinged. I will absolutely 100% make the Lagstorm sex toy. Absolutely. And it'll be weird. It's not gonna be like a standard sex toy. It's gonna be like absolutely insane. There were a million candles in that room. It's because she's afraid of the dark. So she doesn't want to be alone in the dark. Big Bone is exactly. You buy a Lagstorm pillow. Yeah, like Jabba the Slut. I mean, obviously, Big Bone bots Big Bone, right? Big Bone bots Big Bone, absolutely going to be a thing, right? And that would be, you know, like a bone insertable of some description, and it would just be like a big bone, right? That would definitely be a thing. Maybe since it Big Bone bots Big Bone, it would be like a bone, but with like RGB LEDs on it, right? So like internal RGB LEDs. It's a big vibrating bone with internal RGB. There we go. We've got it. Number one, Big Bone bots Big Bone. It's a big bone dildo with RGB LEDs. Are we on board with that? I'm on board with that. I want that. I wanna give that to people. I wanna give people big bone butts, big bone. What is wrong with me? Well, I mean, maybe it could be a selection. Like, it could be a range. Oh, it could be a range, right? You got big bone butts, big bone butts, little bone, right? Like big bone butts, special bone. And it could be like a range for different, because people like different shapes and sizes, right? Yeah, I gotta be inclusive, right? Like, we don't want, no judgment here, right? I understand that not everyone can take, like, a 26-inch, like, monster horse cock as their primary preference. Like, some people out here, they're just not compatible with that. They ain't got the room to take that. Is 26 inches a monster horse? Like, how big is a horse cock? Don't answer that. Like legit, don't answer that. We don't need that answer. That's not, like, that is one of those fucking die. That is one of those questions that your brain asks, and then you realize that if anyone ever answers that, you have to ban them on Twitch, right? Like, that's the problem. Someone's going out there with a tape measure trying to work it out. Side note, don't. An anatomical. How much did that cost? Like, that's not an insignificant amount of silicone. Like, that's not gonna be cheap, surely, right? Like, that's gonna be like at least like $50, surely. You're not cool enough to be the friend that receives such a gift. I'm not gonna lie. If I was a multi-billionaire, I would consider having an anatomical horsecock dildo just in the middle of the room. Like, you know how some rich people have those, like, fake Roman busts of people just sitting around the place? I'd have one of those, but with an anatomical horsecock. Just to fuck with people. Not because I think it's good art, but because I want to make people uncomfortable. If they're coming into my house, either they get on board, or they leave because they're uncomfortable, right? And I'd let people know. I'd be like, hey, don't mind the horsecock. I'd be like, hey, just there's a like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, like, here's your, like, 8-year-old child, please come in. No, that's not the case, right? But it would be there, right? Welcome, RPGX. I'm like, why are we talking about horsecock so much? This stream is degenerate. But, you know, I figure if rich people have naked statues all over the place, gotta have some degenerate shit if I'm gonna be rich. Okay, so far we've confirmed Lagstorm pillow, actually possible merch. Would sell at least one pillow. Yeah, like the Lagstorm merch ideas. So far we've got a body pillow, big bone butts, big bone dildo. So if you're on board for that, RPGX Omega, we'll sign a petition, get a group buy organized. See, the thing is, right, I don't think that I would be able to sell stuff like that. Not because I would, not because of any, like, serious, like, reasons of, oh, I can't, you know, morally do it or whatever. But I don't think I'd be able to sell stuff like that because I don't think I'd be able to make a cheap one. Well, that's true. That might work. I could probably make those, actually. Like, make a cute little heart pin cushion. That would be good. But yeah, so As I was saying, I don't think I could make a cheap version of a sex toy. Because sex toys, you gotta make them out of good materials. You can't just make them out of trash materials. I wouldn't want to be letting people buy, like, joke material bad sex toys. I'd want to make sure they got the good sex toys. And if they're getting the good sex toys, then that means, you know, that's gonna cost money. And spending, like, $80 to $100 on a toy like that? Yeah. Exactly, right? That's exactly the issue, Dr. Fox. We were talking about merch ideas. And I made a joke about how I'd give everyone head. And now we're here. Yeah, merch ideas, I offer to give people head, sex toys, horse cock. And then me saying that I could only ever make good sex toys for people. And yeah, pretty much that'll be folks. Like, I don't want to give people bad sex toys. I feel like I was doing bad, immoral things if I was giving people bad sex toys. There are owls on this island? Why are there owls on this island? How do the owls survive? What do they prey on? Surely all the mice and stuff are dead from monsters. In fact, why wouldn't the owls be dead from monsters as well? Those things have giant tongues. Okay. We are save stating like a mad cunt. That's what we're about. Big save states. We will be climbing the ladder. It's true. It's ladder climbing expert mode. One of the things that I think I've discussed this before. One of the things I've always found complex about... Oh, we've talked to this guy before. One of the things I've always found complex about the idea of merch ideas, right, is the... I'm going to skip through this. Is the idea that I want to provide stuff that is actually useful to people. And, like, little plastic skulls are basically just e-waste, right? Like, so the idea of selling... When they're just waste, because somebody gets them, looks at them for a bit, and then discards them. Those things really don't... I don't want to be a seller of those things. You know, I want to make... If I'm selling stuff, I want it to be stuff that people are actually going to use, wear, or utilize. And the problem with that is that it means you need to come up with a product that people actually want to use. Pillows is a good idea, though. I actually really like that concept. If I was making merch, I think pillows would be one of the things I would make. Because I think pillows have that good mixture of, like, you know, I can put some cool stuff on them, but also, right, I can, you know, I can make them useful, I can make them nice, I can make them something that somebody actually wants to snuggle up with. Yeah, that's it. The body pillow joke, also funny, but also useful, right? Like, I'd want something that would stand by... Essentially, I would want something that someone could look at in a shop and go, I want to buy that. Not because they knew anything about me, right? But purely because they were like, that actually looks like quite a good product. So Linus Tech Tips does this thing. Linus Tech Tips is very much about this in his stuff. A lot of the stuff that Linus Tech Tip makes, while it is ostensibly about Linus Tech Tips, it is also, in and of itself, a good product. So, for example, the Linus Tech Tips screwdriver is a screwdriver that's Linus Tech Tips branded and designed around the goals and functions of Linus Tech Tips, that is, working on computers and stuff. But it is also, by all accounts, a good screwdriver. Like, it is a screwdriver that if you were like, I want a really good screwdriver, you could just get that screwdriver and it would be a good screwdriver. Like, it is, without any branding, it is a good product. And that, I think, is what I would want my kind of merch to be if I was going to do streamer merch. Again, I'm being realistic in the fact that At most, if I did streamer merch, I'd sell like 3 things. At most. Like, I know realistically that I'm not gonna make money from this whole streamer thing. And that's okay. You know, that's fun. I'm gonna run away from the guy here. Time to buy 7 just to mess with, like, I mean... If you want to spend like $200 on me... Maybe $140. But yeah, because she could snuggle them first, right? That's the goal. Snuggle the guy first, then lightly murder them. And then you're all good. Handle. Death by struggle snuggle. I'm gonna be real. For me, personally, it is genuinely one of the worst possible ways that I could imagine dying. It's... Look, see, the difference is in that specific case, I would theoretically be providing a service. Like, if I'm actually giving you something that you're using, that's different to just, you know, being bought gifts. Oh, goodness. Death by Snoo also... See, when I die, I want it to be dramatic. Not like, you know, sub-implosion dramatic, but like dramatic in... Like, I want to be... Ideally, something very quick. So Death by Snoo would work, I guess. No. Can't put myself down like that. No, I shouldn't. No, I take 60... when I have Snoo, I take 16 hours minimum. Yeah. My partner needs, like, multiple rounds of hydration, and we need a medic team on standby. Because it's like a marathon, right? You gotta have, like, a medical team on standby just in case. I have to plan weeks in advance. Yeah, I gotta get, like, a permit and days off work. And 60 minutes out, man. 60 minutes, man. Just cool old lag. Yeah, exactly. No, you gotta, like, get, like, a construction permit for the crane. Don't ask me what the crane's involved in. It's not important. The crane is required, though. Crane is mandatory. Just a cop. It's just a copperhead. You know, listen to parts. So fucker Archibald. All right, we're gonna desecrate Archibald's grave. This tombstone seems to be sealed up. Alright, if we get the chance, we're desecrating Archibald's grave, everyone. Just so you know. Oh god, somebody's phone is going off again. You'll never take me alive! I've not got a construction permit and you can't stop me! I know that that's a civil case and not a really arrestable offense, but you'll never take me alive! Could you, like, imagine just declaring you'll never take me alive for, like, a parking ticket? Is that a grenade? Or, what is that? I genuinely can't say. It's a box of rockets. It's a rocket launcher pistol. It's... Appreciate RPGX Omega. That's just what we need right about now. Rocket launcher pistol. And blood. I demand trial by combat. Yeah, so that always kind of freaked me out in in like Skyrim and Oblivion, right? Where you'll get like a 20 gold fine. And you'll be like, no, you'll never take me alive. It's like, bro, it's 20 gold. Is it really worth killing 10 people over 20 gold? This isn't enough gold to care. Alright, we've got a charm of saving. The metallic object is lying on the casket. There's an engraved plate. Only a symbol of light will open the tomb. You take the metal cover. Interesting. Let the gods decide. I will say, I do like the general mechanics that the Skyrim and whatnot games have, where if it's a small fine, it'll eventually be forgotten, but you don't see shit RPG X Omega. This game is terrible, it's got no pixels. If you have a small fine, it's like, it's not that big a deal, but if you have a huge fine, like, a small fine will eventually decay, but a huge fine, once it's past like a certain threshold, will stop decaying. I think that's really cool, personally. I know that Kenshi does that as well. Kenshi is an amazing game. Considering that Kenshi is just like a one dev game, the fact that they made a whole game about being a desert samurai, beautiful. Genuinely love what they managed to do with that. Exactly. Dark Liberty Fox, we'll put them on the T. There's a nameless tomb. Okay, there's Archibald. Fuck you, Archibald. And there's Dick Morton of Morton Oil, also known as the Oil Baron Dick, or Oily Dick Morton. Sorry, Oily Dick Morton. That is, that's a name that he needs. Oily Dick Morton. I really hope that he was called that at some point in his life. That's... Oh, could you imagine having that as your nickname, going through life? And someone's just like, and this here is Oily Dick Morton. The oiliest dick in the West. Oh, fuck, that's disgusting. Okay, where are we going? What are we doing? Objects. Oh, cover for... Okay, we can combine this with the flashlight. And now our flashlight looks like a BDSM thing. Alright, we go in the hole. Get in the hole. My goal in life, really, just get in the hole. Thank you, Stogie. I don't know why you would follow me after what we've been talking about. Apparently, you just, you know, you're into the horse dick that we've been discussing. Which, respect, you know? I don't, okay. Well, we'll take a look at it briefly. Objects. Examine. Like, I don't know what kind of BDSM thing this would be. But this does look like a BDSM thing to me. This looks like something that you would see in a BDSM dungeon. Possibly, like, some kind of very advanced fleshlight, perhaps. Or it looks like it pokes, true. True, it could be maybe something that's put in a mouth, perhaps. Right? Like, you put that in the mouth and then force the mouth open. Oh shit, no, it's, no Pez. We don't like Pez. No, it's bad. It's bad. We don't like the Pez. Okay, we are gonna do something with this. We're gonna put our flashlight in it. Not a flashlight. We're gonna put a flashlight, a flensing light. Use. It cannot be used here. The great plate is attached to the casket. Only a symbol of light will open the tomb. Oh, do we have to use it on the other thing? Yes. No, absolutely. Like, don't Don't put stuff like light bulbs in your mouth. Don't force things into your mouth. If your jaw can't open casually to take it, then it's too big and don't do it. Important advice there. Okay. Tombstone seems sealed up for good. Okay, it says open the tomb. The symbol of light will open the tomb. Not the casket, so I think we need to open one of these doors. Maybe we need to open Archibald's tomb? Or possibly Richard's tomb. Alright, this tombstone doesn't bear a name. Okay, that cannot be used there. Please shut the fuck up, you dying mosquito music. Okay, this one says it's sealed up for good. But we don't trust the descriptions in this game. Because last time we trusted the descriptions in this game, it led to a door that we couldn't get past because we went to shoot it. Can we use the thing on here? It cannot be used here. You know, I gotta say, all things considered, the fact that you guys out here are just like, yeah, some shit happened, so we got a rocket launcher. I respect it. Like, some stuff was happening, and they got a rocket launcher. Like, that is a reasonable set of behaviors, all things considered. Like, considering that the enemies that they're fighting, they got a rocket launcher. I get that. I understand that. Why are you trying to spook me? I don't need to be spooked. I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine not being spooked. I'm absolutely fine not being spooked. Also, why would you hit people with a flashlight? Why wouldn't you hit them with a mace? I feel like blunt force trauma is not what you want in a BDSM situation anyway. Like, it seems a little bit counterintuitive. Wait, hold on. It's like some weird reflection off that pillar. Was there? No, it must have just been catching the edge. Okay. What is this? This tombstone seems to be sealed up. Okay, it's sealed up for good. There is a thing that says the tomb can be opened. Okay. But how? Great plate is attached to the casket. Okay, I've got the symbol of light. The symbol of light doesn't work here. Okay, let's use an object. Okay, it can't be used here, that's fine. We expected that. Can it be used anywhere else around here? Can we use it behind the casket? It's fair. It's fair that you would make that assumption that it looks like a flashlight and not BDSM gear. That is a reasonable assumption. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't actually look that much like BDSM. If I'm realistic, if we really boil it down and get to the fine chops of it, it doesn't actually look that much like BDSM gear. I was just like, it looked kind of awkward and black, and I just associate that with BDSM gear. I'm not gonna lie. If it looks black and kind of awkward, I'm like, it's probably BDSM gear. Like, that's just what my brain does, right? Kind of like if something is, like, green and kind of awkward, I'm like, that's probably some kind of, you know, sports, like, weird sports equipment. Whereas if it's camo and kind of awkward, I'm like, that's some poser, like, anti-mil-spec airsoft junk. Oh, that's fair. Blinded, if you're into that, being blinded by white light, by bright white light, don't do that. That's bad for your eyes. Like, that's probably really, like, focusing light on your eyes like that is probably very bad and very unhealthy for your eyes, so don't do that. Wait, hold on. This sparkle when I walked through. Ooh, what is this? It's like twinkly when I put the light on it. What is... What, But Nix, I said like an item of... Not just like... It's not just... Oh. You can't complete... Well... Why is it green now? Oh, goodness. What is this absolute, like, fucking horse shit trying to aim this thing down here? Wait, why was it glowing before? Okay, we got it to glow green. Put lots of green in it. It's glowing green now. We've turned off the light. One of them is green. This might open a tomb, possibly. But then it might disappear also. But look, okay. Here's the thing, right? Whenever it comes to weird kinky sex, or even just standard kinky sex, or just weird sex, or any of the above, you always gotta take safety first, right? Safety has to be your key consideration, because if you don't engage in safe fun times, then you're not gonna have a safe fun time. You're just gonna be injured. And getting injured means you can't have sex anymore. That's unpleasant. You don't want that, do you? What the fuck am I meant to do with this? Like, the thing glows green. Okay, cool, but like, now what? Like, it's... Oh! It's like some... Oh, no! No, this is actually awful. Okay, so we're gonna light this, Okay. Oh, I hate this. How do I get to the top ones then? Like, I don't know how to aim up. Okay. Huh. Am I meant to aim up? Is this... Okay, weapon... unequip. Okay, what happens if I don't have a weapon equipped? If I don't have a weapon equipped, I can't even look up. Okay. Do I have to equip a specific weapon? Okay, there's two.
Carnby?
Hey, Combi. So how would I have her look further up? Okay, the triggers don't work. Square doesn't work. Left, okay. That's even weird. Like, not every weapon can even look down. What the fuck? Do I have to change my weapons frequently to... change the rest position? Okay. That's a level rest position. Do I need to find a specific weapon to change the rest positions? Torch down, torch up.
Carnby?
What am I meant to solve here? I mean, I think I'm okay. I think I'm meant to draw an M because it's the Morton family, right? But how do I get to the top of the thing?
Carnby?
Combi's useless. Combi can't help me. That opens that map. There's no, like, manual aim as far as I can say. Oh! What? What? Okay. Okay, cool. Turns out there is a manual aim. It requires... Let me elucidate you to how this manual aim works. I have to have the flashlight out. I have to have the gun out. I have to have both triggers. And then... while using both triggers, I need to use the left thumbstick. Oh, this is hell. Oh, this is actually hell. For reference, I'm turning it like less than 10% of the actual movement. Like, if it's just out of the dead zone, it's okay. Get it up. Dead zone. Okay. I want to fucking murder this shit. Whoever thought that that's the puzzle you needed to run with? Oh, what is this? Oh. Why would you do this to the... Why would you do this to your game? Why would you... Why would you do this and then only use it in one puzzle? Okay, right, let's go to Oily Dick. Oily Dick Morton. Let's find out what's going on in Oily Dick Morton's grave. That is... Okay, I want to say, props for inventiveness on the puzzle, right? No props for, like, making the control scheme viable. I want to be clear on that. The puzzle, actually interesting. The control scheme related to making the puzzle not interesting. Okay. Sir? Are there dudes down here? Are they chasing me? Where are they? I don't know where they are. What's happening? Oh, there's probably dudes. There's nasty stuff down that hallway. Alright, let's see what's in... What does the corpse say? I cannot get over to the corpse. The most interesting thing in this room is not available for me to touch. Richard Morton shut me in here. A curse on him and all his family. I'm gonna die here and I'm afraid. S. Gibson. Oh, that was the guy who disappeared randomly. So, Oily Dick is a slime ball. Let's just execute these things. Reload. I would like to kill some of these things, maybe. I think maybe it's time to bring out the bigger guns. This gun is not big enough. Grenade launcher, equip. Barely see what I'm doing down here. Can I now take that like light concentrator off my flashlight? Is that an option? Stop hitting me! Please target the thing. Alright, Nyx. Have a wonderful time. Draw your hot women. Make sure you don't get banned on Twitch for making them too hot. Is my flashlight just permanently degraded now? Objects. Use. Examine. Oh, split. Split, yes. There we go. There we go. Grenade launcher. You know, the character in here feels a lot like more like they do stuff. You notice that compared to the movie? Like, I feel like my character actually does things. Which I know is a weird concept, but it's almost like I enjoy it when like the female character in a series is actually a whole like complete character and not just like a facsimile of barely existent femininity. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just like I've got a problem, an addiction, perhaps, that's like, hey, I would like a human being to be a whole ass human being, not just a facsimile. But that's the thing, right? Even if Tara Reid couldn't pull that off, that movie didn't even try. It was just like, oh, a female character. She only exists to be a female character and drive the other character's plot forwards. Imagine liking human beings being 3D and not just the hot character. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not against a character just being the hot character. I'm okay with a movie that goes, hey, this character's the hot character. But when it's the co-lead character, that's a problem. Like, the fact that they took a plot line that has two equal main characters and reduced it so the female character has no character is annoying. They're like, this probably wouldn't sell, so let's do it this way. Where are we? Do you want to go over the out? Yeah, fucking YOLO, right? Let's head down there. No idea where we're going. We got enough explosives to kill like a small army, and we're just like, YOLO, fuck it. Okay, we've gone through the outcrop. I guess we're over here now. Get off me. Sit down. Okay, so we've got a gate here. The gate's probably locked, if I had to guess. The gate is locked. I am shocked. Genuinely shocked that that gate is locked. Who would have thought that that gate would be locked? I guess the flashlight is meant to be used in the search mechanic for stuff, but you spend so little of your time actually, like, searching for stuff. And so much more of your time just wandering about that I don't really see how you can justify it as a mechanic, right? Also, soon break time. I do need to take... I should take... After the amount of the thrashing I gave my voice yesterday, I should absolutely be taking regular breaks. Okay, so there's a nice circle path we can run through here. It's... Oh, no. Are we gonna get lost in the forest? No, it's just literally just a big circle. Okay, so we can't go up that gate yet. So we just go round into the fort, maybe? Unsure. Either way, we go down here. And then through here we find a small wooden gate. And then through the small wooden gate, we find a farm. And on the farm, we find a bucket and a cow. And then we milk the cow. And then we drink the milk. And that'll give us strong bones. Never forget to have strong bones. If you have an option in life to have a strong bone, I would recommend you have a strong bone. If you like, you know, you're given the oh, it's an actual cutscene. It's the fort. We found the fort. This is game part 2. I wonder if on the PlayStation game this would be on a separate disc, or if they just massively compressed all the FMVs. I kind of love that the rain only functions on, like, the right half of the screen. There's just a section on the left half of the screen. It's like, yeah, no rain over here. Hold on, is that... Okay, yeah, no, it just stops. Beautiful. This game has a wonderful amount of jank. I think I can climb. Okay. I see that they realized that nobody noticed that that was important there. Okay, you thought it was 2 discs on the PS2? That makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of pre-rendered background in this. And if it's like a meg per screen, there's like several hundred. Yeah, like I could see that. Maybe if you compress it down more. Yeah, welcome in, Stogie. Hope things are going well for you. This game has a lot of jank. Like, it is a ridiculous amount of jank. Like, it's still kind of entertaining as a bad game, but it's definitely not a good game, you know? It looks like there's like a step path here. Maybe that's a different entry point for the different characters, because we do have the male character, Hanbi, the main character of the movie, who did everything. Hey, Hanbi, you there?
Carnby?
Nah, he's not there, guys. He's got nothing to say to us. Alright, I'm presuming the front door is locked. Exactly. It really does feel like we're only playing half of the game, though. There's a weird feeling that we've missed a lot of puzzles, and it feels kind of like they planned all the puzzles and then split them between the main 2 of them. It's true, if you didn't throw the knife, you aren't the main character. Alright, slowly upsy daisy. Actually, you know what? While we're just hanging onto the side of this building here, we're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We are actually going to take a break, because I need a break, and I need to actually go grab my water, because I managed to forget to drink water for an hour, because I was going to grab my water, and then I forgot because I was talking to you guys. And so now we're here. So, it's break time. Back in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy some trivia. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Alone in the Dark Climbing Simulator, where we are climbing this branch. As always in life, make sure to use appropriate safety equipment when climbing your branches, because if you don't use that appropriate safety equipment, your arms and legs will spontaneously detonate, and then greebles will come out the walls and eat you. True fact, I knew a friend that was a greeble. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. See, someone knows I'm out here spitting straight, like, climbing facts. Now, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna continue on for. I'm gonna be blunt, I'm feeling a little rough today. I'm not feeling too healthy, so I may end up breaking a little bit earlier than I normally do. But if I do, such is life, right? Alright, onwards and upwards. Ah! Fuck! Well, he's less light. Thank you so much. I appreciate you're always looking out for me. You're always like there trying to make my life better. And I appreciate that. I mean, so is Dark Liberty Fox. I just want to be clear. Dark Liberty Fox, you're also out there trying to make my life better. But also occasionally beating me repeatedly. What is up with our Shadow? Our Shadow has just lost the plot. Ban-dabby-dozy. All I'm saying, Dark Liberty Fox, is that sometimes you enjoy my suffering more than you enjoy my my health. No, that's a lie. You always enjoy my health, but you do definitely enjoy my suffering sometimes. What is this walk? Like, what is this shoulder wiggle? Like, yeah, I gotta... Like, one arm action man, one arm, like, broken. Why is this also giving me, like, the... Do you remember the Saturn Frankenstein game I played? This is giving me big Frankenstein energy right now. We're back in a castle, it's pre-rendered, we're walking around, it's very awkward and uncomfortable. And it's now it's on a big... This is a big loading screen. Are there monsters down here? Can we unlock the front door? Oh good, we unlocked the front door. So there was no reason to climb all the way down there. Let's save state. I am not in the mood, honestly, to deal with these save charms. I'll go with me attacked by a Velociraptor. Oh, fantastic. Does she see something down there, or is she just looking is she just peering ominously? Wow, this place is a mess. This actually looks like Dark Souls. I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me of Dark Souls with the pattern where you're just kind of going up and down layers and unlocking shortcuts at this point. This feels like a Dark Souls game. Do you think they have the fort here because they were trying to copy close to the path of... There's something over there. See those two shadows dancing around. Me feeling okay and also me suffering. I get it, I understand, right? I don't blame you for that. I also enjoy suffering. It's one of my favorite things to do. But, you know, just, you know, there's a time and a place for it, right? Are there enemies trapped in the walls? Like, what is this game on? Like, it feels like it's falling apart around me. It's like we got to the second half of the game and it just started melting. I don't know why that is. Alright, secret box of grenades, not gonna lie. Like that. You love a bit of boom. Is this something we can open? A chest held tight by a chain. Well, you know what? I can't shoot, I guess. I would think a grenade launcher would be a chain. I don't know about you, but I think grenade launcher trumps chain. I mean, unless it doesn't. Alright, this door is locked. Do we have anything that would reasonably open this door? Not really. Okay, so we gotta find a door key or a chain cutting implement. Maybe some kind of, like, chain bolt cutters. That's the one I was looking for. Bolt cutters. Maybe we need to find some bolt cutters. Alright, you got any bolt cutters over here? Any bolt cutters? I think these enemies might have been meant to have spawned in on me and then they just failed to spawn. Oh, hold on. Hold on. There's something up there. You guys see that? On that wall? What is that? We have a box of phosphorus cartridges. Okay, this game is struggling. I feel like this game is struggling. I feel like they've done more indications of where I need to go in this part. But the game is definitely struggling to understand what it's trying to present. I agree, Dark Liberty Fox. It's a bit of a joke. How they can hit me, but I can't get down. How am I meant to get down here? Oh, that's how. Okay, 2, 3, there we go. A joke, like the movie. That is harsh but true. That is very harsh but true. Alright, got more phosphorus cartridges for this shotgun. We'll equip that for a bit. Like, the movie was... the movie was sad. Honestly, X vs. Sever was better. Because at least X vs. Sever had those fight scenes. Oh my god, the fight scenes in X vs. Sever were so good. But like, so good in a bad way, right? Alright, let's see if we can get some distance. I will be punishing these guys for existing. And reloading. Alright, well there goes 18 shells. This thing devours ammunition at a horrifying rate. Game was just like, hey, we've given you a shotgun. How much ammunition does it consume? Yes. Oh, that was cool. I like that. I like that. That was cool. Literally lightning flashes. Ooh. This game had so many cool, good little ideas, and they just did not bring it together as a cohesive whole at all. It seems to be locked by a complex mechanism. Okay, so we're probably going to need to get key cards for that. Okay, this isn't the door that's locked. It's the mechanism that's locked over there. So we're probably going to have to find key cards and use the key cards to open the door, if I had to guess. What is this insane fortress? This is like the Spencer Mansion style of stuff where they're just like, okay, and also we've got like 7-mile deep buried catacombs where everything's built on top of. One earthquake would literally crush the entire fortress as it just all collapses in on itself. This is actually insane. I love it. It's truly ridiculous. Oh, box of grenades. Oh, that's a box of rockets. I don't want a box of rockets. I want a box of grenades. The grenades go boom. I want... Ooh. What's on the table? That, my friends, is some bolt cutters. Okay, wire cutters. Still, should be good enough to cut some chain. I have at last perfected the perforator. I have never found the path my father took to the gate of the world of darkness, but I know that the directions he left me to the underground gallery exist, which passes close to the forts out the oubliettes. I will be able to excavate a tunnel through the granite to the gallery with the perforator. The Abkhani stones Grandpa left me in the heart of the device. It can store and reconstitute light energy with remarkable efficiency. My first tests are conclusive. I managed to excavate 6 feet of rock face in a few minutes. But the perforator has one abiding weakness. The barrel exhibits an infuriating tendency to disintegrate under the intense temperatures created. I need to cast this element in a single block. The extraordinary properties of the Abkhani stones lead me to imagine harnessing the fearsome power of lightning as an energy source. Victory. I have at last connected with the underground gallery and I found the gate. Not a moment too soon either. The excavation, which lasted several hours, seems to have worn out the Abkhani stone. What's more, the barrel split along its length and is now useless. Okay, good. Well, the game has informed me that this thing is now useless. Oh, we get, like, some instruction manuals. We need a barrel, and then a Abkhani stone, and some pieces. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the perforator. Put it in, 2, use it. I agree. That is how it works. You put it in, and then you use it. It looks like we can investigate the barrel here. Can we not investigate the barrel? It was shiny earlier. Maybe we need to go around the back. Ah, here we go. I've taken the metallic piece. I wish I had taken the metallic piece. Just, you know, stay around the corner, it's fine. That was very efficient. That was incredible. I was not expecting that to be that efficient. That was not even a concern. I was expecting to get my ass a little bit handed to me. You know, not like a full ass handing, right? But like, you know, some light grabassery. That's what I was expecting. Just a little bit of light grabassery. Turns out, no grabassery. 0% grab. I was ungrabbed. My ass remains ungrabbed as we sit here right now. Completely ungrabbed. Untouched, even. Oh, good. A charm saving. Love to see it. Quite frankly, I'm pleased that my ass remains ungrasped. You know, I don't particularly enjoy having people grasping my ass without my consent, but sometimes you expect it to happen. Like, you know, sadly, if you're a woman working in a bar, you expect there to be some grabassery happening, even though it shouldn't happen, and even though you have every right to smack the shit out of someone who does it to you, there's still the expectation that human beings are trash. However, now that we've got the wire cutters, we should be able to head up here and shoot some... No, cut the wires. Cut the chain. That's it. Hi, guys. Bye, guys. Oh, there's a wall there. Or a dude. Guppy. You would consensually do some light grabassery. I appreciate that. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. You know? Too often in this world, people aren't willing to just put in the work for some grabassery. It was very concerning. What is up here? It's, we found mold. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found mold. I'm pleased to announce we found mold. There are called pliers here also. I mean, they can't be used here. Okay. Chest held tight by the chain. Okay. Objects use. Can't be used. Why can it not be used here? Okay, tripod support. Mold. Pliers. Examine. Large pliers to cut metal. They're metal cutting pliers? Huh. Okay. What? How are we meant to get the chain boxes up? I genuinely thought that we were gonna use this on the chain boxes and it would pop them open. There doesn't seem to be something we can aim at either. Okay, so if the wire cutters slash pliers aren't going to cut the metal here, where would we use them? Oh, this looks fun. What is this? It's a sealed door. 2 first aid kits though. Appreciate it. Okay, we've got a book, we've got some enemies, we've got some boxes. We've got some wire cutters for cutting metal, but not chain. I'm guessing that chain is too big. We've got some chests which need opening, for which we need a better wire cutter. Okay. Oh, there's something on the floor just there. I think. Yep, look, just there. Okay, that's a box of phosphorus cartridges. Not that useful to us, if I'm honest. That doesn't progress us in our goals. I am running around in circles. This place is very easy to get... Okay. There is a door that I haven't even tried somewhere here. Is it this door? Wait, okay, no, hold on. I think it's saying that there's 2 doors here. There's There's this door which is blocked off, right? And then there's that door over there which is not, like, that's not a path you can get through. But then that suggests that there's another door just here on the left, which we can go through. Which is not the case. No, hold on. Wait, what? But wait, if that's the long path down there, then there's a side door somewhere here. Oh, oh, I see. I think I understand. I think the logic is that this is the green door, but the green door is behind the stone. Okay. And so this is the door that's not activated. Oh, that's always good. I love it, I love it, I love it. See, sketching... See, this is the thing. This is why you gotta practice. This is why you gotta make lots and lots of stuff. See? Because 90% of everything a person ever makes is trash, right? Like, this is just a fact of the matter. 90% of everything is garbage. And that isn't a bad thing, right? But it is also true that, generally speaking, that 90% is much more heavily weighed towards the first part of someone's career in making stuff, right? So, like, you started doing digital art, like, I want to say 6-9 months ago, somewhere around there, right? And your first forays into digital art were, you know, they were clearly part of your learning process, right? Like, you were learning how to do stuff. And I've genuinely seen improvements every single time you draw something, right? Like, you're using more and more features to make your art look better and your shapes look better, and everything is looking more like what you want it to look like every time you draw something. And I have no doubt that, like, within another like 6 to 12 months, you're going to be turning out 100% bangers every time. Game. I'm stuck off screen. Oh, I can see my light. Wait, what? Wait. What the hell? Can you really just get stuck off screen down here? Oh, it's meant... Wow. The game just stopped, like, transitioning. Like, it just stopped. Beautiful. I love it. This game has some serious jank to it. The further we get into this game, the more the jank is obvious. But yeah, Summer, I think you're improving drastically every time you draw some stuff, and I really love it. I love everything you show off. It makes me so happy. And I hope that I can help, maybe, help emotionally foster, you know, your enjoyment of making art. That's something I really hope that I'm able to facilitate in some regard. But, well, shit. That is some big monster noises. Oh, come on. No, hit the enemy. Oh, because it's up the stairs, I can't really hit them. What the hell? Game, that's just rude. Alright. We'll get him from here. There we go. There we go. Okay, where would we use a wire cutter, do you think? A little bit oh, there's actually a whole side over here which I haven't even explored, right? I'm happy about that. I'm happy the Discord is being a comfortable place for you. I will say, like, it does seem like the Discord's, like, super positive if you're ever sharing art and stuff. So if anyone's out here, right, thinking about whether they want to share art or not. Oh, there's a dude over here.
I imagine you've come for me. You can tell Lamb that the writing tablets are of no use now.
Yeah, right
Alan
tablet's bad.
already knows the translation, and thus has all the cards in hand. The gate is about to open, and the darkness to pour over the earth.
Like soup.
Creatures will indulge in massacres that even all the armies of the world could never stop. Nothing can save us from the darkness now.
That's a
You
bit
too
scary.
should prepare to die. Night
Ah.
is falling.
Yeah, but we've got these statues that'll make them go away.
It has slipped its cold hand into my brain.
Stop! Stop! I only want to find out if you knew Mary Cedric.
Did you know Mary Cedric?
Cedric.
Are you my father?
The name reminds me of a long gone past. But I want nothing to do with memories. I must stop.
Bro, tell me, did you fuck my
I
mom?
must stop it from getting to my eyes.
Mary Cedric. Mary.
Are you my dad?
blood is curdling. I feel my bones snapping like a block of ice. In
Bro,
my
I will just shoot you in a second.
Are you sure you never knew Mary Cedric? Are you sure you're not my father?
Me? Your father? Me? A daughter? I don't know
Yeah.
who put that foolish idea in your mind. But let me tell you, that is simply impossible.
Do you not have a dick?
Now, let me gather myself. I wish to ready myself for the judgment. When one bears the supreme sin as I do, one must get ready before the darkness.
Bro,
But I can see.
you can see me, yes. You just put his knee through his head. Okay, can you translate this? Look, I've got this avocado tablet. Can you like maybe like just have a little bit of a translate? No, can't be used here. Can't be used here. Just blind him with a flashlight. Blind him with a flashlight. Right in his eye stem. I don't think he cares. Okay, so I guess he's not our father then? Oh, there's a saving charm we want to get over there. We should grab that saving charm. Alright, back we go, back we go, back we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We need more games with like just orcs being orcs. I love orcs in 40k. Oh, a black metallic card. What is a black metallic card? Examine. A black metallic card looks like perforate card for the first computers. Okay, can we use that on the thing over here with the wire cutters or the pliers or the metal cutters, or whatever it wants to call them, to make these things work? Ooh, this looks like it might be progress. Guys, we might have found some progress. I don't know how much progress we might have found, but we might have found some progress. Okay, card. Objects. Card. Use. I don't have enough cards to activate the... Okay, so we've got one card out of presumably a number of cards. We need multiple cards to activate the card machine to acquire success, and I don't think we're going to find it. Honestly, I don't think we're going to find success. I think we're going to find nothing but suffering. Or as they might say, nothing but trouble. This is going to respawn enemies. Okay, good. So, we're going to hop back up over here. There's a metal crate I wanted to investigate back here. Somewhere, at least. I'm not sure quite where. But we have this wire cut thing. I think that this wire cut thing should work on here. And I don't know why it isn't. It does work here. I cut the chain. Large ornate rusty key, steel ingot. Okay. I guess it wanted us to use it on that box specifically? No idea why. Okay, so we have an ornate key now. Guess we've got to find an ornate door? If you were an ornate door, right? You're the most ornate door at the ball. You know, there's a local ball, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be the most ornate door. Where would you be, do you think? Because I'm thinking I want to be the door into the mazes, because then I could, you know, have a gossip on anyone who goes into the maze. Because, you know, big rich family, they're gonna have a maze in the courtyard, and I'm gonna be like, ooh, looks like you know, Sylvia and Justinian are going into the big maze here. Well, looks like they're getting along a bit too well. And then I would gossip with other people that go into the maze. You'd be at the back garden, okay? Is that because that's where the smokers hang out? Oh, okay, that's a good choice. So, like, you'd be like a secondary door, but like on the second floor kind of thing. So you'd be looking down on the main hall, and you'd be like a door to like maybe a storage room or something. So like you're open occasionally, but most of the time you just sit there and judge people. Okay, I get it. It's not bad. A bad premise. Okay, so you just like gardens, Summer. Oh, so you wouldn't be the door to the back garden. You would be the door in the back garden. So you'd be like, you know how the Tory are, not the Tory government, the Tory, the Japanese Tory, the like wooden frames, right? You know how they're kind of laid up in places. You'd be like that, just in the middle of the garden. Like how Marble Arch is just an arch just sat in the middle of nowhere doing nothing whatsoever. Oh, that's a good point. Treasure storage. Not Treasure Planet though. Very different. Okay, so we've established that the pliers do cut the chain. Thank you for the RPG XMed. Thank you. Good. So when you say nowhere, do you mean like actually nowhere? Because that could be deeply entertaining. There's just a door to literally nowhere. You pop it open and there's just a yawning abyss on the other side. A terrifying yawning abyss. Not gonna lie, I kind of want that in my house. I feel like you could sell tickets to go look at the yawning abyss. People would pay for tickets to look at the yawning abyss. Oh, I want a room that's painted in Vantablack. Or, you know, the blackest black. Not Vantablack, because the guy who does Vantablack is kind of a prick, right? But the door to the yawning abyss would be very fun. Just leave it hanging out there. Sell tickets to it. Also, I think Vantablack is also toxic, which is a mild concern. Like, it will poison you if you breathe, if you dare breathe air near it. Okay, let us try and use that chain. But why did it work on the other chain? You want a door to a room where if you open the door there are ninjas just fighting over. So, just like a constant ninja fight. It's true, it's true. The guy who made Vantablack is an absolute jerk, and the pinkest pink, Black 3.0, Black 2.0, absolutely love it. I love the fact that it was made purely out of spite. Black 3.0 is dark. Oh, that's even better. Oh, that's brutal. Beautiful, because the guy who made the Black 2.0, Black 3.0, I would give him money for those pigments, right? I have no problem paying up for those pigments. You know, I would, if I had a purpose for them that wasn't just I want to do dumb shit, right? I would pay up for those pigments. But the Vantablack guy, if he came and said, "Oh, I'll give you this pigment for free if you use it in your project," I'd be like, I don't really want to be associated with you if you don't mind. Like, I'll just not. If that's cool with you, I'll just not. I would prefer to not. What, is this dark room back here? Yeah, you know, suddenly the fact that you've offered to have me use this Vantablack stuff, I've suddenly got like a very strong desire to no longer, you know what, in fact I'm going to paint it pink. You know, we need it more pink. We don't need, it suddenly doesn't need to be black anymore. Sorry about that. You know, I was mistaken. Whoops. Okay, just for those guys who don't know, right? The guy who made Vantablack was basically a legendary asshole about it and charged people licensing fees to use his pigment, effectively. He's like, you can only use this pigment if you pay this, like, really obscure, insane licensing fee to use the pigment, and yada yada, so on and so forth. Which, as you can imagine, kind of insane. And so a guy went ahead and made Black 2.0 as basically a fuck you to the guy who made Vantablack. And the explicit terms of buying it were, you can do anything you want with it unless you're buying it to end up in the hands of this other guy. And so the guy making Black 2.0 was like, hey, I'm just going to sell this. It's kind of expensive, but it's not like insanely expensive. It's just, you know, a bit expensive as far as a pigment goes. It's a premium pigment, essentially. And he goes and says, hey, if you're associated with the Vantablack guy, you can't buy it. That's it. That's the only limitation. And he then went on to make the pinkest pink. The guy who did the Vantablack stuff. Yes, exactly. Exactly, that Limby Fox. Basically, this doesn't get into that guy's hands. And so he posted on it on Twitter or something about him having a version of Black 2.0, which the other guy goes ahead and proceeds to go and says, well, okay, fuck it, we're going to make the pinkest pink. Also, you can't buy that either. And goes out to create one of the most saturated pink colors in existence. And now apparently has gone on to make Black 3.0. Again, purely out of spite for this other guy. Like, he literally has made some of the most intense saturated colors in existence purely because fuck this other guy. And that's just impressive. Like, it's genuinely incredible. Can't use those. Alright, we got okay, right, well, large ornate key. We need to use that somewhere. We have a block of metal. See, I'm not sure if we need to start combining stuff or not. I feel like we've got, like, a lot of the puzzle pieces, but I don't think we have all of them yet. Okay. We have a steel lingot? What's a lingot? What is a lingot? Is this just a misspelling? Lingot. It's a small mass of metal from the form of a mold in which it is cast, often tongue-shaped. An ingot, also lingot. Okay, so it's the same thing. A mold. Examine the mold. A metal 2-piece mold. Okay. Split the mold. Can't split the mold. Examine. Tripod support made from 2 pieces. Okay. Combine. No, that doesn't work. Combine. None of these are combinable. Combine. Ornate key. Examine. I don't know where to go. I don't know where the ornate door is. I don't remember seeing any ornate door, because there was a sealed shut door in there, but I don't remember seeing any locked doors. Unless we need to go, like, all the way back and climb outside? Possibly? Like, maybe this is the fence key? But that's, like, way outside the fortress. That's, like, at the Rocky Crag. We're gonna be doing a lot of walking to get back there. I mean, may as well try it. I've got no idea where else to go at the moment. Upsy daisy. Onwards and upwards. Arranging ourselves. No, come on. Up you go. Thank you. Down you go. Thank you. The more I play this game, the more I notice just how janky it is. It genuinely feels like a lot of point-and-click adventures actually have this same issue. A lot of point-and-click adventures will feel really good for, like, the first half of the game, and then they'll get towards the last half of the game, and they will just start falling apart. Because essentially what happens is, they have enough time to polish and implement all of their ideas in the first half of the game. They'll be like, okay, we've got this set of ideas, we're putting them together, this is how they're laying out. It makes sense, right? But when they get to the last half of the game, they're like, okay, we need to wrap up these story threads. And very often, when they're trying to wrap up those story threads, they're just weaving them together, and they're just not connecting. Because they're... Oh, what? There's little lizard gremlins! Alright, those are kind of cool. I do love them. But, because they're just trying to wrap it up at the end, they're not building, you know, cohesive, inclusive worlds. They're just duct taping stuff together as they run out of money and trying to do the final, like, crunch sprint at the end of the game. Leading to stuff like this, where the game gets progressively more and more jank. And just, like, it's not necessarily bad, but more and more little weird bits start happening. Then again, I don't know how far I am into this game. Like, we've only got the one statue. We need to find at least... We need to find 6 more. If Conby's finding half of them, that's still another 3 statues for us to find. Okay. This gate is locked. Use the rusty ornate key. Objects. Use. Can't be used here. So, where is the ornate key meant to go? Like, I can't cut open the box upstairs with the chain. I don't... I genuinely don't know what to do, and quite bluntly, the amount of energy that I have is decidedly flagging. I opened the box, but that wasn't the right box. That box was a poor box, it was a shit box. I opened the shit box, and the shit box had nothing of interest in it. The box, I opened it. I opened the box. I tried opening the other box. The other box, but this is the thing. That box that I opened, I couldn't open the other box because the chain stopped working. The chain was like, I'm not gonna work. I don't know why it stopped working. The game was just like, yeah, fuck you. Preposterous. It's preposterous. That's the issue. It's preposterous. I think I'm gonna kill these 2 lizards because they're too cute to live. And then I'm probably gonna head out. Unless I have some, like, massive idea of where to go next. Oh, I want a pet lizard like that. I want a creepy little nightmare pet lizard. Why do I want a creepy little nightmare pet lizard? It's too fucking cute. Why is it too cute? Wait, is this a path I can go down? Did I just miss this path earlier? No, there's just nothing here. Okay, cool. Well, we're just gonna save this dead end. This is where we belong, a dead end. We're just gonna stay out here in the cold night, and we're never coming back. We're done for. We've finished with our woman because she could not help us with our life. That is a very toxic song lyric. I don't know if you know, it's a Black Sabbath lyric, and he basically goes, I finished with my woman cause she could not help me with my life. Summer Snow just typing cheer 100. I respect it. I love it. Summer. I appreciate the fact that you cheer. There is no reason, you don't have to cheer, but it's very adorable that you do it. Genuinely. I do appreciate the bits. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna find someone to raid out to. She does deserve the shoutouts. Alright, we have Phasmophobia, Soul Arena, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Okay, that seems pretty good. I think that's where we're going. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to raid you out to Soul Arena, who's currently playing Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, which on a no-save run specifically. So they are just charging, they're just teaming through that game with no respect, trying to tear that game up. Alright, they're good people. I believe, my brain's slightly melty, but I believe they also speak some Japanese. So sometimes they do Japanese stuff, maybe. They were doing Fatal Frame not so long ago as well, which is pretty good. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my brain is cooked. Go spam some Megs of Soul Arena. We are going to be back on Monday, where we're going to be finishing up Fear Effect 2. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be finishing up Outlast, which means I need to set up some community votes. So if you guys have anything that you intensely want me to play on them on the community days, please make some suggestions. I'm open. My hole is open. My soul is open. My inbox is open. That's it. Not my hole. My Onimusha. You want me to play? Ooh. Okay, fuck it. I'll put that on the list. That'll be one of the lists. We'll put Onimusha. No idea which one, because there's a couple different options. We'll play one of them. Or we'll put that on one of the community choice lists, and then maybe I'll set up something else for the me play game. Me play game. Good. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please have a wonderful day. We're going to be raiding out now, please. Enjoy Soul Arena. Spam some eggs. Back Monday and Tuesday. All good.